And I just think if the Moe midfield get on top, it's just going to be a real battle up that end as well, because as I said, Moe are experimenting a little bit with their forwards. Morwell's back line has been a fairly consistent back six.
Yep.
I think we're just about to start. So
ready to go. We've got Luke Delpar in the ruck up against Dylan Farrell. The midfielders started the way we thought they would. Ball goes up, good from Delpar. You wouldn't think he would have got over Farrell, but he's a big boy. Comes out to Josh Wilson. Ball at ground level, Suter caught high. You've seen that a few times now. It's actually gone to Giath. Half-back flank for Morwell, looks sideways. Hits up Pepper Pig. He hits him, Pepper Pig, boys. And he's got a free kick, Pepper Pig. 50-metre penalty as they go down the ground. Grinster Jones, that is the Pepper Pig. He's going to be brought up to around the 50-metre line. Looks like the mark's going to be right on 50. Jacobson leading back with the flight. Oh, juggles the mark, can't take it. Jacob Wood at ground level, he's got space in front of him. Runs, carries, kicks the ball down the wing. Looking for Sam Kugel, but it runs out of play. Half-forward flank for Moe Lions.
Yeah, nice work there too. Nice set play there by the Tigers going forward. By, as you mentioned, the Pepper Pig. We had the run on by Jacobson. Couldn't find that player. All right, left half-forward flank. Moe into attack. Grandstand side. The tap from Moe goes towards a few Tigers. Nicely handballed out the back there by Anderson. Anderson goes in board. Short kick forward. Suter, the coach of the Morwell Tigers, goes in looking for the corridor. Nicely done. It's Josh Scott. Kicks to within 35 metres for the Tigers. It's all the lines though. Steady in defence. Running away with the ball nicely for Lachlan Reese for the Lions. Here comes grandstand side to Mick Stanlock. Mick Stanlock with a little bit of room to move from left half back flank. He's got a player on the move with a bit of space, and that is Jacob Wood. Kicks inside 50. Nice leg. Should have been taken, wasn't it? Trying to dish up now is a number of Tigers. Good work there by Patrick Quinn, who applied some pressure. Enough pressure to open the door for Ryan Taddison. Goes inboard to Giath. He's caught with the ball. Under pressure. Skips one out. Free kick paid. And Moe nicely played.
Got Ryan Farmer inside, and Anderson marks the ball 30 out from Moe's goal. Up through the middle part of the ground to Josh Scott. Nice mark. They've got a slow play off half-back here, Maul. Looks sideways, goes wide, looking for Siddle. Gets over the back. No, keeping it in front. There's Moe. They got the ball through Sim. Handball over the top, smothered. Anderson again for Maul. Gathers. Quick handball out to Albanese. Switches it again. Looking for Cantrell. Down the line, looking for Max Linton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, no, kept it in. No, it has gone out for Max Linton. 55 metres round from Maul's goal.
A little bit of pressure around the ball from both sides at the moment as they start to find their feet. As you said, Morwell into attack on the left half-forward flank. They're kicking to the right of the radio. And obviously Moe to the left of your radio. Scoreboard end as ball thrown back in, taken without the ball. Play on is the call. Morwell into attack. Just edge towards their forward 50, but the numbers from Moe eases the pressure, albeit momentarily. Big nice kick found Hayden Prestige, I think, who goes inboard to Blazer, the skipper, changes direction, risky kick. Can he find his teammate? Went searching. Could he find? He couldn't. Went searching for Pepper, but a chop of the arms means it was a free kick paid. They come grandstand sided. They've done a few times. Jacob Wood's the target. Dances, pirouettes. Inside he goes. Can he find a teammate? He can. And now they'll set up beautifully through Blazer again.
Blazer through the middle part of the ground. Looking long. Looking for... And couldn't quite mark it. Kugel. Farmer off hand. Snaps across the face. And it'll go out of bounds. Or will it? Yes, it will. Suter make sure the ball goes out of bounds. Forward pocket for Moe. Both sides have been up and down a lot at the minute. Up and back the ground. A lot of quick ball movement, which is really good.
Yeah, no question about that. Kugel probably should have marked, and maybe Farmer's left foot snap could have been better anyway. Anyway, ball thrown back in. Numbers around the ball. Ball have done it well around the stoppages just at the minute. A couple of quick handballs between teammates. Doesn't really have the room to move, and a kick within 5 metres of goals lands in the arms of
first game,
Moe's Harrison Pepper, who is his first kick, I think, might actually snag a goal.
Yeah, looks that way. He's 10 metres out, directly in front. Looks like he's been doing this for years, boys. Bends over, pulls the socks up. Straight in front. Can't miss this one, boys. Got to be put through. Comes in. straight through the middle. That's a really good start there for Moe. They've been around the footy. That's been really competitive around the footy, but that forward entry was just too strong.
Good work there, Bryce. Down on the ground level, some good support from teammates.
Yeah, and as you said too, for a first game, it's good to get off the mark nice and early and settle yourself into the game. But I thought that was actually quite a good start from the Tigers there. I think just a bit of sloppy marking there and sort of zoning at the back allowed for Moe to come through there, and obviously they've done well.
Our first look at the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland score. We're 4 minutes into the first quarter. Moe 1 straight 6. Morwell get the score.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Kugel as well, boys, up forward. He's a big, strong body. I haven't seen a lot of him. Beautiful tap there from Dylan Farrell. Lands in the hands of Maul. Tatterson on Maul's wing. Kicks the handballs to Jacobson. Kicks down the line looking for Scott. Taps the ball along the ground and out of play. It's going to be a really good matchup, that one on the wing. Gibberain versus James Jacobson, two really high-level, quick players. Might even be at half-back there from all, half-forward from Moe. As the ball comes back in, Farrell's going to get this one. Way too strong there. Beautiful tap down to Biffin. Blazer tackled straight away. Biffin again, gets it out towards Long. Looks like the boundary line's going to beat him again, and it does. Goes out of bounds. Halfway between the centre square and forward 50 from all on their half-forward flank.
So 6 minutes gone, first quarter. Moe has the 1 goal, and Morwell yet to score, but they aim to attack right half-forward flank. They're keeping the ball in nicely here. Nice handball on the end of it. A's Patterson is kicked from 45. Just drips across the face of goal right to left. It's their first score of the afternoon behind. And Morwell looking okay, Paul Carter.
One behind 1 point for Morwell on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Moe 1 straight 6.5 minutes first quarter.
Right behind that one was just floated away at the last second as Moe come out of the back half looking long. Great mark there from Winton. Pushing the back, Paul pushing the back. So it's going to be a turnover. Moe have it at half back. Put down the line, it's a long kick. Looking for Stanlake and Albanese. Big Hutchison comes across the front. Drops it down towards Pepper Pig. Jumps on the ball and he's got one high. Pepper Pig off half back. Kicks it wide. Really good switch there. Looking out there for Will Kennedy. He goes forward. Great run down tackle from Jacob Wood. Great effort there. Ball's at the numbers around the footy, but there's a quick kick out from Moe. Pippin through the middle part of the ground. Gets it to Stanlake. They go forward. Lots of space. Just turns it over. It's not unlike Stanlake going forward. The ball's again to Harrison Pepper. Dishes it off to Darnell Greg. What a great finish. He's put it straight through the middle on the run. They're dangerous and they go forward at the minute, Moe.
Yeah, the boys, they got caught in the ball there more, and of course, as you can see, Moe has been dangerous all year, and Stanlake, yeah, as you said, the unpacked, the hidden back, it's a nice little shower inside the 50.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard sees Moe with an 11-point lead, 7 minutes into the first quarter. Moe 2 straight 12, leading Moore 1 behind at 1 point.
Okay, so we're knocking on the door of 8 minutes gone first quarter. Moore probably not making the most of their opportunities just at the moment as they go forward. A little bit of pressure. It's not the finest game of footy in perfect conditions, but it's decent. Ball thrown up, free kick behind play, a hold will go to Morwell's Zach Anderson, I reckon, was held without the ball, will get the kick, he does. He looks grandstand side, then chooses to go towards the outer side of the ground where he's got a loose player. That loose player is
Ventrell, I think.
Ventrell, who goes along the line. He finds Tedderson again at left half forward flank. Tedderson, who had a shot at goal, he's a little bit further out this time. Kicks from 70. They go within 30, the Tigers. Ball bounces, front of the pack. Nicely done by Bercease. He gives off a quick kick to the top of the square. The race is on between Moe and Moore. They're all going to be beaten by the boundary. A boundary throw in on the right-hand side of Morwell's goals. Just 10 metres out. I like the look of young Shea Bercease. He's quick and he's getting himself to the right position.
Yeah, he definitely is. Ball back into play. Oh, Farrell's just way too strong. Was that Morrow there? I think it might have been Morrow. Free kick, Morrow. Didn't see that one, boys. There it is, Morrow under the pack there. Up against Brandon McDonald it was. Back pocket from all. Handball sideways. Kick down the line from Moe looking for Sam Kugel. He's a big, strong lad. And out of bounds. Right half forward from all. They've done a lot of attacking more. They just can't convert when they go forward at the minute. Looks very crowded down there. Probably need to get in there a little bit quicker than what they are at the minute. Big Morrows has got a fair weight advantage here over Del Pra. And coming in quickly is Rosado. Geez, he's nice and strong. Suter goes forward looking for McDonald. Good tap there. Good spoil from Rennet. Here's Tyler Hillier, snaps it around his body once again, through from behind from all as the umpire slips over, boys.
They're looking okay. They don't look as though they're overawed by the occasion. Murray, of course, they're on fourth and he hits down the top ladder. Needing a win today, though, to secure their spot in top five. Morwell playing for quite the doing it well. Murray bring the ball back in, grandstand side, towards left half forward flank. The target is the big fella in Benny Morrow. He can't take the ball, but numbers at the ground mean that Murray can run away. Joshua Wilson got a handle and then it slipped through his fingers. Follows up with a good tackle. It's called holding the ball. Not sure they had a lot of prior opportunity, and that player was Luke Del Par that was taking ball and all. The free kick went to Josh Wilson. They go inboard. Again, they threaten that forward 50. Reading the ball best out the back of the pack for Moe is our friend Grapp, and he gets the Lions third. 10 minutes in, Bryce, they're starting to roll.
Yeah, very similar to the second goal, boys. I think just caught the ball there from the young boy from the Tigers, and they got forward quickly in the 50, and there you go, 6 points.
And that's 3 goals in their last 3 inside 50s for Murray. So at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter, Harvey Norman completed Gippsland scoreboard, reading Murray 3 straight 18, leaving Moore who are through his last 2 points.
I tell you what, Murray's got at the minute. Big Dylan Farrell resting forward. Just created a contest, and he's a monster of a man. Moore don't have a match up down there. Delpra's done the majority of the rock work for Moore as he goes up against Morrow. Good even tap. Here comes Rosado. Jeez, he's strong. Big tank Rosado. Jeez, he's ironed out as well by Morrow. Great effort there. Kick forward from Moe, but it looks like Albanese sitting under the footy. Good mark. Half back from Moe. A half back from all. Looks inboard. No one's in there. Kicks down the line. Looking for Siddle. Great lead up. Good kick. Marks it half straight on the wing. Looks inboard. Dangerous kick inboard to Kennedy. Turnover. Jacob Wood's got the footy here for Moe. Plenty of time. All need more pressure on anyone going forward here. Dylan Farrell leads up to the footy. Jeez, he's tall. He's going to be an absolute handful for them all. Comes out of their back half. Just kept in there from all. Jacobson kicks down the line. Shea Berzies at ground level. Kick gets it to GF. Moe have the numbers around the footy. Strong tackle from Siddle. They can get it out here more. They're going to be away. Turnover. Blazer. Handball straight into Jacobson. Got it again. Ball juggling around in one spot here. Oh, Suda, massive tackle. Play on's a call as they go forward more here through Anthony Rosado.
Rosado kicks towards goal. Nice kick, 45 metres out, under pressure. Finds the big sticks for the first time this afternoon for the Tigers, and they edge closer with that nice set play through Rosado. Great finish, Bryce, and it's just what they needed after all the hard work prior.
Yeah, and some great pressure there from Joel Suter, the captain, or the coach player as well. I think they've all started from him, and they've been getting forward. It's just that final pass, but I think you've seen what they can do there. I think that might get a bit of a roll on here.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard sees Murray 10 points ahead coming up to the 13-minute mark of the first quarter. Murray 3 straight 18 to Morwell 1-2-8.
And around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland's biggest range and best prices guaranteed. Richmond 5-2-32, just after quarter time. Collingwood 4-1-25.
Very close game there in the AFL. So it comes out, ball's been balled up, out on the wing, pushing the back there from Cleed JF, and it ends up in the hands of James Cease. Held up, half-back flank for Moe. Sim wants it, a short one along the wing. Kicks to Biffin, just a short 20-metre kick. Slow play here from Moe. Biffin looks inboard. It's going to be dangerous if he goes there. He pulls back and goes back towards Grady Cox edge off his inside 50 for Maul. Looks for Blazer inside. Here's where they get their run, Moe. Same again, Blazer kicks long down the line. Albanese all alone again. Jeez, he's been good down there.
Kick down the ground. Thought that was a marginal kick paid. Bit lucky.
Didn't see it. Jacob Wood looks inboard. Kicks in, looking for Dill Farrell. Big lead up. Balls to Ainsworth. Handball. Back inboard to no one in particular. Big tank Rosado. He's got it again. Jeez, they're running in waves off half-back Maul. They just can't get any fluency. Kick long from Moe towards goal. And it's gone through. Oh, it's hit the point post. Out of bounds. Right in the forward pocket there for Moe.
Rosado's been busy, hasn't he? Yeah, he's been pretty good. There were some big moments for Monticello's, including Great Northern Super Chris Stubby's a 24-pack, 2 for $80. Rosado's certainly in line for one of those special moments from Monazellas. He got a quick handball out. On the edge of that is Hutchinson. A kick under pressure. Goes high, but it finds the opposition. Unfortunately, it's the big man in Charlie Renitz who quickly plays on. Kicks to within 30. He's got a target. Can't find that target. On the end of it, though, will be our friend Josh Galea. And Josh Galea, with one of his first kicks of this afternoon, is across the face of goals for young Josh Galea and through for a behind, 14.5-minute mark. And Moe get their first behind of the afternoon, Paul.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard sees Moe 3-1-19, Morwell 1-2-8.
We've seen both sides. They run the footy really well. Morwell just need that little bit more polish coming out of their back half. They look good. They've got numbers around the footy. Straight up the middle. He's left
called out of it.
Called out of it, Del Pry. He had the box seat. Just a young kid. Morrow's got the footy. 50 out for Moe. Directly in front. He's going to unload. He goes long. No Farrell down there. We've got Galea. Flies. Ainsworth at ground level. Forward pocket here for Moe. Keeps the ball in. Holding the ball's a call. Back pocket for Moe. For Morwell. Switch of play. Out towards Reece Lewis, out on the other opposite wing. They need to get some runners here. Bork, great walk around Jacob Wood. Kick out in front of Berzies. Spoiled over the line from the Seas. Oh no, too high for call. Need some players up the ground to be moving here more. Good lead and good, just a turnover there inside. Blazer into Macees again. Kicks long to half forward. Can't see who's got the ball there for Moe. It's Farmer. Turns, kicks back inboard. To set this up well, Darnell Greg, he's already got 2 on the board, looks him down the ground and Stan Lake marks. 48 metres out, no angle to talk of here. It'd be a massive kick, no breeze. What's the breeze like down there, Brycey?
I think we've lost him just a
really
minute.
Good.
He'll kick from outside 50.
There we go, I'm back. No, there's no breeze at all, boys.
Yeah. Mitch Stanlake, he's 40 out. He's going to have to kick it from 50, 53. It's going to be a big kick. Slow run up. Comes in. It is a decent-sized kick. He's got big Dylan Farrell. He's the biggest bloke there by a mile, and he juggles and mark. Beautiful mark on the goal line there from Dylan Farrell. He's just too big for this small back line. And it's going to be interesting. This Preston Ruffin. He's got Taylor Weatherall on him. I reckon he'd be giving away nearly a foot. He's just a monster of a man. He runs around, snaps the ball, and he's put it straight through. That's an absolutely fantastic finish there from Dylan Farrell. Not a forward resting ruckman. He's a ruckman resting forward, Poppy. That's what they say. They're not meant to kick goals like that, but that was an absolute rip around the corner.
Could be a contender too.
Yeah, it is,
that live goal of the day, thanks to Carpet Country. When it comes to walls, floors, and windows, they've got Gippsland covered, Bryce.
Yeah, and that all came to finding their targets up in the half field there. So I think they can tighten things up. The Tigers will be a bit closer and top the scoreboard, sort of getting out there 3 goals ahead.
Now a 17-point margin on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Moe 4-1-25, leading Morwell 1-2-8. And Farrell becomes Moe's 3rd goal kicker for the day.
Yeah, he is. And I'll tell you where they've just got that extra little bit of polish around the footy at the minute, Moe. You can see when they go forward. That was a beautiful kick to Stan Lake. I know he didn't quite make the distance. Just that little bit of polish around the footy. Morwell have their opportunities. Just can't connect with that 3 or 4 passes in a row. They've got to make sure they keep going here, or it's going to be blown out very, very early. As Siddle goes into the ruck against Morrow. Ball goes up. Siddle's up. Good tap there from Morrow. Back to Biffin to Blazer. Quick kick out of the stoppage. And it's gone forward to Moe. Half forward flank. Big punch forward. Patterson and Stanlake over the ball. No free kick there for Farrell. Morrow big tackled on Rosado.
He's been busy, hasn't he, Rosado? He's been busy.
He's one of them players that's good around the ball. He's strong. He has a crack. Ball goes up again. Morrow drops it at the feet. Here he is, that man we're just talking about, Rosado. Beautiful handball out to Patterson. Nothing up the field. He's been pressured out of it by Biffin. To Sim. Back to Biffin. Back to Sim. On the half forward flank, kicks in board, and Jacobson, very strong mark, right on the goal line there for Morwell.
And they've got a little bit of room to move. The kick needs to be perfect, and it's not. They went searching for Zach Cantrell, couldn't find that player, and now Moe could turn this into a goal, but they've missed what they should have taken. Mitch Stanlake, a right foot kick around the body from 40. He cut it short, left of the major goals. And another behind for the home side, Paul.
Morwell 128.
Winston Jones, back pocket off the kick in. Pushing everyone across. He's going to go down the line. He switches the play. Good block there from Weatherall. Back to Jacobson. They haven't gone far. They're back in the goal square here more. Oh, he's tried to kick it. It's smothered on the line. Who's that? They've got Pepper. Can't get it. Down at ground level. Oh, he's been holding the ball, is that? Holding the ball there from Harrison Pepper from Moe. They got out of jail there. Jacobson kicked it in. Oh no, and again, different player this time. The way they snapped it around his corner and made him play. Unbelievable that from Morwell. They've kicked it into the man on the mark twice out of the goal square. Unacceptable. These type of teams like Moe will make you pay.
And the same mistake from before, boys, and it's the same result on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're right, mate. That's exactly what's happened there. Jacobson should know better. He's a quality player. He's one of them, leaders around more footy club. He's got to make sure he does better there.
The Harvey Norman computers Gippsland scoreboard says Moe leading by 24 points. 20 minutes for the first quarter. 5-2-32. The Lions. Morwell 128.
So Morrow from Moe up against Morwell's Daniel Siddle, and probably Morrow got the tap. The race is on. They need to keep their focus on the ball. Pepper Pig went for the player, but his teammate on the end of it was Ryan Patterson. They go towards the outer side where Bercease gets a handle over the top. They've got some good numbers, but their disposal's been letting them down across midfield and half forward. And as a result, this game's starting to skip away from them, as it does now. The Lions pick up on another turnover, go to within 40. The kick was on to the leading Dylan Farrell. He couldn't get his hands on that one. It was punched towards the boundary. There'll be a boundary throw in. Moe into attack. They're 40 metres from goals. They're kicking to the scoreboard end. They currently lead by 24 points. We've played 21 minutes of this first quarter.
Ball comes back in. Farrell versus Siddle. Big tap from Siddle. He actually got his hand on that. That's a good one. Comes to Anderson. Underground handball to Suter. Is he caught high? Yes, he was. I've seen that. I reckon 1,000 times. Suter, he's good at playing for that free kick. Gets his head down. Half back flank. Looks inboard. Good kick there to Patterson. Been good Patterson. He's had a lot of the footy. Half back flank. Looks up the ground. Just going too slow at the minute more. Look at the tackles. Oh no, that's better. They get it over the back. McDonald, he's inside 50. 45 out. Not much pressure. Snaps around the body. Brilliant goal. That's what Morwell need to do. Get it end to end. If it comes out of their back half, they've got to make sure they run, get the ball going a lot quicker than what they have in the past few forward thrusts.
Yeah, it was a big moment for Monticello's again. Good work, and that man Rosado was involved as well. And don't forget, from Monticello's, you can get Jim Beam White 10 packs, $32. I know Bryce will be having one of those after the game today.
Yeah, maybe after our performance in the Razzies. But that was a good bit of transition there from the Tigers. Needed some more of that, and of course it'll help them stick it out with Moe.
And the Harvey Norman computers Gippsland scoreboard says Moe leading by 18 points. 5-2-32. 2-2-14.
Yeah, back in the middle. Here's Siddle. Up against Morrow again, big tap forward. It's interesting they've kept Farrell forward for a long time. They can see that that's a danger area for Morwell. Stacked back on the mill, and they're all around the footy. Some players around the footy. Morwell's got one back behind the footy at the minute. That's James Jacobson. As Harrison Pepper slowly moves away back. Pepper Pig and Pepper's really getting to me, boys. I can't lie to you. As Pepper marks the ball, it's touched off the boot. Play on's a call. Kicks off the ground. Morwell have a lot of numbers around there. Darnell Grex over the footy. Can't find it. It's going to be another ball up. Half forward flank for Moe. They're into attack again. And if Morwell are any chance to get back into the game, they need to get some centre breaks. At the minute, they're down in that area. They need to get the ball forward quicker. Players are running through the pack. Wrapped up pretty quickly. Ball up again.
So right half forward flank, Moe into attack, and yeah, Blaze probably got a kick away there. The umpire blew the whistle just a fraction too late as far as Blaze was concerned, because Moe were into attack, and at the moment they're doing exactly the same. The big fella Nathan said they're winning at the stoppages, and they've done it again then, although cut off nicely it was by Coy Giath. They start to run the ball grandstand side through Ryan Tedderson. Goes into that play we just spoke of. Giath gives it over the top, and now Morwell can turn defence into attack. Nice little play there by Anderson. He goes short to Hilliard. Hilliard kicked to within 35 metres, and guess what? They're found McDonald again. He kicked the last. He could make it 2 goals in 2 minutes, and the Tigers could be back in touch.
Well, we spoke about the stoppages. That was a nice clean break out of the stoppage there. Patterson, JF coming out of that back half from all. Just some quicker play. That's what they needed. Need some quicker play. Brandon McDonald, he's already got one on the board. Comes in 40 out. Got to kick this one. It's a helicopter, but it's straight through the middle. That's what Morwell needed. They need a few more, but that's a great start. Great end to this quarter from Morwell. They need to keep it up.
And I think, boys, it would be good to see Tato and James Anderson getting on the ball a bit more. I think, Zach Anderson, as you've seen now, and Ward is when they get the ball for the corner.
3-2-20 more on the Harvey Norman computer Gippsland scored. Carrying over 12 points, the Lions are through 32, still played almost 25 minutes into this quarter.
And around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Give you an update in the AFL. Richmond 7 goals 3, Collingwood 5 goals 1, a margin of 14 points to the Tigers.
Farrell out, big tap down to Blazer, kicks it forward, 30 out from Moe. We'll have that extra number behind the play. Comes to Taylor Weatherall, quick kick sideways. It's a dangerous one. Out there is, who we got there, Reece Lewis. Gets the ball, handball back inside. Kugel snaps it around this corner. Beautiful goal for Moe. That's the answer. As James Jacobson comes off, boys, that doesn't look good. He's holding his shoulder. It looks like he might have dislocated the elbow or something like that. Bryce, you keep an eye on that, buddy. Microphone's off down there, Bryce. You're doing well, mate.
It's low battery, boys. I'll be up at quarter time.
You've got a high level to compete with, mate, down there. We go to Paul.
It's a 18-point lead again for Moe at the 25-minute mark. On the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, we have Moe 6-2-38, leading Moore 3-2-20.
Stoppages, Paul, how are we looking there, mate? What's the differential?
Moore just at the slight edge, 6-5.
Yeah, okay, so interesting. I think the difference, Poppy, myself, is just how clean Moe come out of them stoppages. The Moore ones are more that quick kick. When they do go out of there, Moore, they seem to get it into their forward line really quick and they can do it quick.
Yeah, so Del Pra fighting hard. It spills out towards Tadison. Runs on his left side. He handballs rather than kicks with that left foot. Went searching for Will Kennedy. Now it spills out to the Tigers and they could turn it over for a goal. They couldn't. It was the easiest of opportunities. A open goal from 25 in the slightest of angles. Goes across the face of goals, and I reckon it could have been Will Kennedy that missed it. Behind it was.
3-3-21 Morwell to Moe 6-2-38.
As Moe come out of the back half. Great crashing in there was Josh Wilson. He's only a little fella, but he crashed the pack and it goes out of play. Morwell's half forward flank. Dylan Farrell back in the ruck, boys. They've given him a good rest down in the forward line. Pretty warm out there today. Ball comes back in. Del Pra versus Dylan Farrell. Farrell wins it. They're going to redo it. Short throw in there. Plenty of numbers around the footy. Will Kennedy's got a lot of space on this opposite side here if they can get it to him. Picked up now. Open forward line for Morwell if they can go forward. Once again, Farrell, beautiful tap there down. He's just that little bit too strong as it comes out to Harrison Pepper. Gets it along to Sim. Nice turn. Kicks it back inboard to Kugel. Great lead up at the footy. Moe half forward flank. It's going to be another ball up here. Is it holding the ball from Stat over the footy? Harrison Sim goes forward. Darnell Grech up at the footy. Too easy. When they get it in there quick, they score nearly every time. Moe, he can go over the top if he wanted to. He's going to do it. Except Josh Galea runs into an open goal. Poor marking from Morwell. That's not what they needed. They had a really good patch, and then they go and do that. That's just an easy goal to concede.
Yeah, they fell asleep there briefly, the Tigers, and they've been punished severely for it. I don't know what the boys at the back were doing there. They were sort of just waiting for the 40-metre kick, but good goals again from Moe.
Moe now back out to a 23-point lead, almost quarter final. We've got 28 minutes of this first quarter. Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard has Moe 7-2-44, leading Moore 3-3-21.
Well, Daniel Grech and young Josh Galea with a couple of pieces in that first quarter. Unselfish play by the key forward in Grech to feed that one off to an unmarked Galea. Ball back in the centre of Moe reserve, and guess what? The Lions are into attack again. A kick was only grass height. It skimmed along quite nicely inside forward 50, but cutting it off nicely was Taylor Weatherall for the Tigers. Changes direction, keeps possession. Zach Anderson was his target, and that's the player he found. Bazis now from left half back flank will send the Tigers forward. He's been called to play on it. Quick kick forward, finds Daniel Siddle. A big bald ruckman with a long sleeve jumper. Again goes short. He went looking for Tennyson. Can he find that player? The kick needed to be perfect and it wasn't. And so it spills over the boundary line. It's outer side of the ground, basically on the centre wing. There'll be a boundary throw in. 29 minutes gone, boys, and Moe are leading by 23 points.
Farrell and Del Pra are getting the ruck. Good tap down from Farrell, but it lands in the hands of Morwell. Here he is again, that big muscling Rosado. Geez, he's strong, boys. He's only young, but he's a nice strong boy. Ball up again. Centre wing. Up it goes. Farrell again gets a tap down. Delpra's being competitive. Falls to Gibber. Gibber Ainsworth. Back to Stanlake. Balks one way then the other. Kicks down the line. Long kick. I can't see who that is. Looks like Greg underneath the footy. Can't win it. Comes to Reece Lewis. Handball off. Moe got the footy again. Running through there is Scott Van Dyke. Handballs. Is that Galea again? It is.
For three.
First game back for a long time. He's only played a couple of games of senior footy. He's still a third kid. Snaps it from the forward pocket. Absolutely brilliant goal. That's his third.
Yeah, the Lions just moved the ball really quickly there. The accuracy for the Lions towards first quarter and Galea, doing well.
He's good when they go forward quickly. That's one area that Morwell probably haven't done as well. When they do go forward quick, Morwell, they look dangerous. But to see slow plays, obviously you can't do it every time, but just the slow plays from Morwell just bringing them unstuck at the minute.
Murray now 8-2-50 on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Morwell 3-3-21 and 30.5 minutes played.
So 11 goals scored first quarter, perfect conditions. Paul Carter thought we might get a high-scoring game. We've got it. Unfortunately, though, for Tiger fans, most of them have gone the way of the Lions. Rosado busts through the pack, feeds it off nicely to Tannison. Tannison gets around one, kicks to a leading foot. Can he find a teammate? He can't. One of the targets he was looking for, a ball was pulled around. It goes towards the top of the goals again, but Moe, under pressure, have got the numbers out of the ball to ease the pressure, and that's through Tom Long. He kicks across the face of goals and finds a teammate in Lachlan Reese, who quickly moves the ball forward towards Mitch Stanlake. And now Moe again from defence into attack at right half forward flank, kicking along the line. It's Rex the target, takes the ball just as the siren goes. He concedes that he's too far out to take a kick. He was about 65 out. So 31 minutes that first quarter, Paul Carter, a good quarter of football.
Certainly was, and as you said, 11 goals. Kicker, that must be one of Moe's best first quarter efforts for quite some
Start this second quarter, and the big lanky ruckman from Morwell and Luke Delpar will be contesting it against a more experienced opponent to see if he can get it. He's got a couple of inches.
Yep.
And with a clean run at this ball, I reckon I'll be backing Luke Delpar if he gets a run at the boundary throw. The umpire's throw up, though. He basically threw it away from both ruckmen.
It was that far off the circle, it almost was a boundary fan.
So we'll take two as Ben Morrow will be up against the big fella Luke Delpar, and probably Delpar got the tap, but who's going to be first to it? It's going to be Moe with numbers. Nicely done too. In an arc they come grandstand side, and we've got some numbers for the Lions around right half forward flank at ground level. It's the young fella Joshua Wilson, tries to shoot out a handball, can't. Jacob Wood, bottom of the pack, gets taken high by Reece Lewis and goes quickly inboard. They're using the ball well, and it's Tyson Biffin who has the ball. He wants to do the 1-2. He got the one, he didn't get the two. He went inboard, found a teammate, and now Moe from 55 metres through Tom Long, a long bomb, and it finds a teammate, and it's the key forward in Dylan Farrell, who marks in the right forward pocket. It's a tough kick for a right footer. He's got one goal in that first quarter, and with the boundary line just a metre or two to his right, he's going to have to read this one through. The perfect drop punt off the boot, very low but very straight, and he gets his second of the afternoon as Moe extend that lead. Good play by the Lions. Bryce?
Yeah, I think Dylan Farrell surprised the whole crowd down here in the sideline too, keeping it low. We all thought he was going high with the big post here at Moe, but good start looking Moe.
And we are now with the Green and Gippsland scoreboard for the second quarter, and we're only 1 minute in. Moe's lead now 35 points and 9-2-56 to Morwell 3-3-21.
The worry there, boys, was mixed in. Just how easy we got away from the contest, and they can't afford Morwell to be allowing this much space for their quality midfielders as we get back to the middle. Ben Morrow versus Luke Delpar. Morrow wins the tap, it goes forward. Blocking there from Moe. It's going the way of Suter, I think, or Delpar. Suter's hanging around the back. He's definitely going to get a handball here, boys. There's no doubt about that. No, they've cut it off. Delpar, short kick to Anderson. Still haven't left the centre square yet. Kicks down the line, looking for Reece Lewis. Turns, play onto Cole. He's going to do well to get round Jacob Wood. Handball back to Suter, back to Anderson. Balks, great balk there from Anderson. Good kick inboard. Mopped up down there by Josh Scott from Moe, and there's a ball up. right on the forward 50 here from all. They need to win something out of the stoppage here and get the ball forward. Brandon McDonald's look good in their forward 50. We've got to get it to him quick. Delpar, great work there from Blazer, busting through the pack and he's caught high. Just some movement around the stoppage is all they're doing there, Moe. He's got Biffin to his right. He hasn't even looked at him yet. Is he going to go? He looked inboard. Nah, he does go through the middle, cough straight up. Pepper Pig in the middle part of the ground, plays on quickly. That's what Morwell needs to do, the Giant. Here's Patterson, he's running into a brick wall. He's strong, he holds up in the tackle, back to Siddle. Turns, shakes him, and he's absolutely been wrapped up there from Blazer. Good stuff there from Siddle, good from Blazer as well. It'll be interesting this stoppage here, how quick Blazer runs through.
So 55 metres out from Morwell's goals. Ball thrown up. Morrow gets a left-handed tap. It goes to the hands of Siddle. Quick handball, lightning like. Can he find a teammate? He went looking for Suda. He was taken without the ball. He will get the free kick and he'll have the chance to get the Tigers fourth of the afternoon. 3.5 minutes gone. They lead by 35 points. We can cut this inside 5 goals with a straight kick from the skipper. 45 metres out directly in front. Let's see how he goes. So Suda runs from outside 50. Kicks at goal chair. It's a shocking kick off the boot. It is straight, but it hasn't got the distance. Punched forward, taken by Coxedge, goes towards the outer side. Moe have got the numbers again, and they might make the Tigers pay. Another tackle inside forward 50, though, gives the Tigers a second chance with some great pressure.
Looks like James Jacobson out there, boys. I can't see him in the back half at the minute. Might be him now. I'm not exactly sure. It might be Zach Cancel, I think, out there on the outer.
Luckily I passed that over to you because I had no idea who the player was either.
He's a long way away. He's on the opposite forward 50. He's going to be kicking this from 45. Skips in. He's a beautiful kicker. General play. Comes in. Puts it on its way. I think it's through.
Beautiful.
That's what Morwell needed to start this second quarter. Great kick there from Cantrell. Put it straight through the middle. And don't tell me he's coming off. No, he's not. Thank God for that. Down to you, Brossy.
Yeah, good work there from Zach, and I don't know what I've...
As he's dropped out again, I think, have he?
Yeah, I reckon he's dropped out again.
There we go. We're in and out. And no, it's funny what we heard at quarter time. They always try and slow things down. I think they played on the opposite, so maybe I just heard the wrong way.
So I reckon that was Callaway that got on the end of that goal, Jack Callaway. I reckon number 28 from memory. So the ball back in the centre of the square here at Moe. Moe, the home side, and currently fourth on the ladder. Were hot favourites to take this game, and they're playing, as you may is expected, as Tyson Biffin from the centre of the ground goes towards the outer side where he goes searching for Josh Galea at left half forward. He kicked 3 goals in the first quarter, and they go towards goals again, but nicely taken by Morwell in the back half defensive 50. They come grandstand side. Matthew Albanese was the player that took the mark, and now through Cantrell, can they turn into attack again? They can't, because I was just searching, wondering what happened there, but there was a push in the back by Hillier, and it goes to his direct opponent in Tom Long, who goes short. So Long goes short, and he finds Van Dyke just short of right half forward flank.
Back to Tom Long. He's gone to the boundary. Jeez, he looks like he's come around off his mark. He's a beautiful long kick. Dylan Farrell leads to the pocket. They're going to go in his direction. Just put it on his head. There he is. Oh, I think the sun got in his eyes there. He did all the hard work. Stanlake at ground level off the ground. Jeez, that would have been a massive goal. As the ball trickled across goal and into the point post. They're looking dangerous. Dylan Farrell up there. I think these Moe boys on the bench have figured out that there's just a massive influence up in that forward 50.
And around the ground, thanks for Harvey Norman Furniture. Gippsland, biggest range and best prices guaranteed. Sale 4-4, one bagging, 1 goal as Moe attacking without the ball. We'll get back to the game in just a moment. Moe 8-2-3-3, we know that one. Druin 3-5, trailing Traralgon 5-6. Mafra 8-2. And Bensdale 4 goals 1. Moe into attack, left half forward flank.
That's JF Bemall gets the ball at half back. Quick handball from Suda. They're linking up well. This is when they look good, Maul. Patterson down the wing. Another handball down the line. Looks like McDonald back to Patterson, back to McDonald. He's going to have to kick it quick. Reddit's running down. Excellent pressure there from Moe. Half back flank from Moe. Looks inboard. Greg's down the back line at the minute. Looking really good, Greg, so far. He's kicked 2 goals. Great switch of play to Van Dyke. That's what you need. Farmer's come off the bench. It's been ignored. It goes towards Weatherall. Great hands. 45 out from Moe's goal. Taylor Wetherill for Maul. Back in board. This is where they can be good, Maul. They've got to get their link-up game going to Drew Anderson. Middle part of the ground. Kicks forward, looking for Tyler Hillier. Hustled out of it there from Tom Long, and the ball goes out of bounds. Right half forward for Maul. They look good when they get some speed through that middle part of the ground.
Yeah, a little bit of room to move and wiggle, and they did just that. They do look good. Good use of the ball there. Just fell down again as they're trying to burst through that forward 50. So it's on the left half forward flank now. Bandry throw in. The big fella there in Morrow gets the handball out, and can they do it? They can through Greg. He's been busy in the back half after being busy in the front half. Now it's Jay Maceese who threatens the forward 50, but the Tigers have been pretty good, although Winstead Jones spat one out, and Lucky Siddleware was there to clean it up. Now it is Jayath who handballs off, and they're starting to turn towards attack again. Suda towards forward 50. A punch from behind's a beauty. Morrow, a quick handball to Wood. Wood over the top. And now the Lions have given it up themselves. I tell you what, the skills are poor, the pressure is good, and I reckon the umpire will take control and say, give me a little bit of room to move, boys. We'll throw this one up. Mow into attack just marginally. They're leading 9-2 to 4-3.
There's just no third or fourth link up in the play at the minute. They're good for 2 or 3 possessions. Hillier crushes through, push in the back. Looks like Jay Maceese underneath. He gets up. Middle parts of the ground, swings around, goes back, short kick, looking for Blazer. I think the coach talked him into it there. He's won the footy, Blazer. 50, handballs over to Farmer. He's wrapped up. Play on to call. Here's Quaith, Joy Quaith. Oh, that's a little kick there from Cantrell. He's going to butter up and get it again. Correct key to tackle, just flicking the ball over the back. They are at the minute, Maul. Here's Harry Sim. Haven't seen him a lot today so far. Handball over the top. Here's Shapers Ease again. Geez, it's rough and rugged in there at the minute, boys. There's not a lot of open play. Finally, it gets out through Stanley. Handball's over to Greg. Gets it back for 1-2. This will be a massive goal. It's another. He backs the footy, snaps on his right foot. Beautiful goal. That's a contender. That's definitely a contender, boys, for the goal of the day. Brought to you by Carpet Country. When it comes to wall and floor coverings and windows, they've got you covered. Brilliant goal there from Mitch Stanley.
Yeah, that was a great position, boys. Keeping on Morwell's defender, James Ferguson, he's come and he's bit into the room for the shoulder strap, and just watching that little exchange there before Mo with the breakaway. He's really taking it down. I think he's left shoulder strap. He's just keeping on that, so I reckon that Mo is slightly not targeting.
The Gippsland scoreboard says Moe's lead at 35 points. They played 10 minutes into the second quarter. Moe came up to 62, leading Morwell 4-3, 27.
They've shown some patches of play that's been pretty impressive, but not enough at the moment. They're starting to get away from them this game for the Tigers. There's again Moe win the centre break through Greg. He's been good since being shifted probably on the ball. Defensive on-baller. Goes towards half forward. Kugel to within metres of the goal. Too big. Strong mark, 10 metres out, directly in front, will give Moe's an opportunity to kick their 11th. It was great play, a great centering kick, and at the end of it is our friend in Harrison Pepper. A first gamer, he's kicked one in the first quarter, but that was nice play, Bryce.
Yeah, it was nice play, and just watching Mitch Stanley coming off. I don't think he's come off this much during a game before, has he, boys?
I'm not sure.
He's been a couple of times.
Pepper is on, but I tell you what, that kick off the boot went directly as he ran, and he ran right at the right goalpost. That's where the ball went, and he missed what he should have got. And so 11 minutes gone of this second quarter. They get a point where they could have got a goal, Paul.
And it is 6 straight goals, 36 points to Moe on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard, 10-3, 63 to 4-3, 27.
Yeah, they've got to knuckle down here more. It's going to get away from them. I know it's 36 points, but you just feel on a day like today they can score quickly. They bring the ball back in. Hutchison from the back pocket. He hasn't done a lot of training, boys. He texted me during the week and said not to say anything. I'm not in the best condition of my life. He will step one step there. Kugel's got it. 60 metres around from Moe's goal. Right outside the boundary. Kick centering ball. They've looked good in this situation. Moe up again. Uncontested.
Too easy.
Uncontested there. Was that Harrison Pepper? It's Farmer. Farmer's marked the ball. 20 metres out, directly in front, just way too easy. No, they just struggle with the high ball at the minute going into their back half more.
So did you see Farmer mark it?
Yep. I did say it. What did I say?
Farmers market.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Paul, don't do this to me. He's kicked a point, boys. You wouldn't believe it. He marked it down 20 out directly in front.
He's missed the sitter.
Absolute sitter there, Bryce. Peppa Pig brings the ball back in, hits Giant up. Wants to get the ball moving quickly. Good kick inboard. That's a turn over to Greg. Handballs to Blazer. Sims got the ball. Comes to Van Dyke. Quick handball. Blazer. Tackled. Great by Cantrell. Kick forward. Here's that big boy beast. He's given it over the shoulder. Free kick. They can't miss this one, Poppy. 15 metres out directly in front.
You wouldn't have thought so. They've given a couple of opportunities this quarter. The Lions, they haven't capitalised. Suter went at a bull at a gate, or like a bull at a gate, but he took the gate off the railings, and the umpire said you took it too high. So there will be a simple goal, you'd think, third time round for Peter Ainsworth. From 20 metres out, on the slightest of angles, bingo, he's done it again. The Lions have got another one. Good play. A bit sloppy, though, by your coach there, Bryce. He's attacking the ball.
Yeah, it was a bit slip.
As we drop off again, Bryce, you're doing well, mate. It's a very high standard, that one, down there at ground level. But
You'll be back on there next week.
I'm telling you, mate, she's not that high. But, yeah, they had to kick one. Took a backman to do it. An ex-backman, he's played a lot of footy, Peter Ainsworth, and he slotted it through from 15 out.
And now it is a match high 43-point lead to Maui. We've played 13 minutes into the second quarter. And on the Green and Gippsland score, we have the Lions 11-4-70, leading Morwell 4-3-27.
I'm not sure what they can do differently here, Poppy.
No.
Got to win it around the contest, Morwell. That's obviously getting away from them this quarter.
And you see their forward six within 20 metres of goals with a lot of open space. Now they lead out after a centre break, and they kick again to within 15 or 20 metres. They're under pressure, Morwell. A free kick has been paid, and it will go Morwell's way, fortuitously to Weatherall, who just sums up his options. He goes down the corridor. The kick needs to be perfect to Rosado. It wasn't quite perfect, but Rosado was good enough to take the ball under pressure. Quick kick towards the outer side where he finds Kennedy. Kennedy's beaten the ball, nicely done. These two by Wood. Wood goes inboard. Teammate, nicely done. Joshua Wilson takes a mark, looks towards the centre of the Moe ground, and then thinks, I'm under a bit of pressure. A handball to Macice. Over the top, the 1-2, running through nicely again is Wilson. Taken after the ball, has he?
Yep.
Free kick is going to be paid down the field, but there's some tempers that are starting to flare right now, with players from both sides coming in to voice their disapproval or their support. But nonetheless, it'll be another goal as the one umpire takes control of the scuffle, another one takes control of the kick, and it will be Harrison Pepper who will this time attempt to kick his second goal. He's had a couple of opportunities. From 25 metres out, directly in front. This time the goal umpire does not move, and Pepper gets his second of the afternoon, and Brycey, Moe are on the move.
Well done, Brycey.
You're there, boys. There we go. I even did a battery change on the microphone too. No, they did get on top there. And I missed the scuffle too, because I was actually changing batteries in the microphone, but hasn't worked well for me either way. But that didn't really work out well for the Morwell Tigers.
No, it definitely didn't.
The lead to Murray's now at 49 points on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard. Murray 12-4-76, leading Morwell 4-3-27. We are 15 minutes into the second quarter.
Bit of a mix-up here for Morwell. They've got Max Linton's gone into the ruck against Farrell. Much better from all. At least they didn't get a clearance there, Moe. They got a restart here, Morwell.
Clearances this quarter of 6-1.
Yeah, right on top. They can't have that, Morwell. They've got to have everything go their way. Ball goes up again. Morrow wins a tap. Out to Macice. Quick kick forward. Farrell, he's under the footy. He's just too big. Massive, strong mark. 50 out. Quick handball to Greg. On to Harry Sim. 45 out. Puts it on its way and it's through. This is an onslaught, boys.
Yeah, they're just going to watch and hear the Tigers. Could be a bit of a blowout in this second quarter, but impressive stuff from the Moe Lions. I haven't actually seen them play this year, but I've heard what they're like, and they're definitely good going forward.
Yeah, they're looking very good, aren't they, Paul? I'll let you update this game, then I might do a quick around the grounds as well.
Murray leading by 55 points on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard. 16 minutes into the second quarter. 13-4-82 to Morwell 4-3-27. Was that Harry Sim, that goal?
Yep. So mid-Gippsland League, Yallourn North and Trafalgar tied away at 3-1 apiece. Mooboo North 5-5, Hillend 2-2, Newborough 4-6, Pillara 1 goal, Morwell East 5-1, Thorpedale 5-4, Yanar 5-6, Yerrigan 2 goals 1.
As it comes back into the middle, Ball up, round the footy again. They've just got people on the outside. We're all going for the footy, and it's a high tackle. I can't say who's under there. Looks like Tyson Biffin's going to get the footy. He goes back. They just opened the game right up here, Moe. You could see in the first quarter they had a lot of the play. Switches it sideways, looking for Grady Coxedge. Marks the ball. Centre wing. Looks up the ground. Picks up Kugel. Oh, he's dropped an absolute sitter on the boundary line. And it's gone over. Centre wing. Absolute sitter that was. Chestmark dropped over the line. I've done that myself. Poppy, I ran off the bench one time and bounced the ball down the wing and bounced it out of bounds. We've all done things like that before.
No, not me. Ball thrown back in. Tennyson on the end of it. Couldn't get a handle on it. He fights hard. Bottom of the pack. The tempo's lifted. The umpire says, no, you did your best. It's not good enough. There'll be a free kick Moe's way. 18 minutes gone. And Moe are leading by 55. They're just about to go into attack again. This time through Jacob Wood. The right foot kicks are a bit sloppy, but will find the teammate. No, the sun gets in the eyes of a few, and the ball spills to ground. First player there is the big man got close to look for his teammate in Giant. Couldn't find that player. A free kick has been paid. It goes against Giant, and it will go to Stanley. And we're about 65 out. Stanley and the Lions towards the pretty sure grandstand end with that Murray Green.
Picks it long. 20 metres out with Panama. I didn't see the mark there. It looks like that's right up under again.
Farmer, wow.
He's been good in this quarter, Farmer.
Big strong arm. This guy kicked in this quarter. 4-2. Moe had the last 13.
Not surprised whatsoever. They're walking them around this spot because Farmer comes in. If they kick straight, what is it now? Boulder up to 56 points ahead. They should be 70 on it really. So just haven't been able to kick straight. All 20 to 15 metres out.
Although 13-5-83 is not bad kicking that on Moe. The game is 3 there on the score. They got under the goal.
Dead set set.
13-5-83. Moe leading by 56 points in the game. Gippsland score. Moe 4-3-27.
Instead, Jones goes short to the outer side of the ground for Morwell. He finds Weatherall, goes towards the right half back flank as they try to get themselves out of bother. But Moe have just got numbers and they've got plenty of them. That kick under pressure fell on the arms of Quinn though, and now Quinn it'll find Siddle towards the outer side of that ground. So Siddle towards the outer side of the ground, goes along the line. And Moe through the middle fella in Bercease, is it? Yep. That has the ball, and he'll again find a big fella in Del Par. So Del Par goes in for this kick. Is risky, low percentage, but I'll tell you what, they might if they get a favourable bounce. They did not.
Oh,
so Morwell, the turnover's on. Moe have got some space to run, and they're using it nicely.
Ainsworth through the wing, gets it to Kugel, kicks it long. Farrell's underneath it, 10 metres out, clunks it. Too strong, too big. Taylor Weatherall's about half his size. He's a foot smaller. They're just kicking it on his head, and he's unstoppable, boys. He's absolutely on fire. He's going to kick a bag today, the way they're going at the minute with these inside 50s. 10 metres out. Good kick this. He's been very accurate today. Comes in. Puts the kick on its way, straight through the middle. He won't miss it from there. This is absolutely unbelievable for Moe. They're just giving him a run out in the ball 50. Put it on his head and he's finishing the job for him.
Yeah, and Dylan Bales, I think, is the only line having a bit of fun today at the South Street. And the other boys, as you said before, they're just not at 1 point. So impressive stuff there again from the Lions.
And that's like Moe's led up to 62 points, 21 minutes in the second quarter. Moe are 14-5-89, leading Wall 4-3-27. Moe's highest score is a boys 23-13. So that's what we're looking at.
We're on track here, boys. They've put Daniel Hutchison on him. He was giving up some height with Weatherall. He's going to be giving up some decent height with Beast Hutchinson as Moore win the footy out of the stoppage. Jacobson's got the footy. Haven't seen a lot of him this quarter. Kicks it in board to Patterson. Underneath it. Reading it well. Siddle kicks it on its way. 1-on-1 in the forward 50 here from all. We've got the ball and it trickles out next to the goal post, next to the point post and out of bounds for a goal.
And that inside 50 by Moore did a run of 15 in a row for Moe.
So certainly had some momentum. It's pretty hard to stop momentum, and Moe have had most of it for most of the day.
Yeah.
22 minutes gone, second quarter. They lead by 10 goals to courtesy of the pressure of that 450 entries. The boundary throw-in wasn't great, but Morrow read it nicely. Around the body, though, a kick for goal. Could we find one? I think we have against the run of play. Hillier has finally got a goal for the Tigers, Pricey.
Yeah, completely against run of play there, but an impressive kick on the left foot from Hillier. I think he'll be very impressed. He's actually practicing them at training on Thursday night, so I think he's going to be quite happy that he got himself one.
You'll be celebrating the training, boss. He's the top that do that, wouldn't he?
What do you reckon?
Green and Gippsland scoreboard sees Maui leading now by 56 points at the 22-minute mark of the second quarter. Maui 14-5, 89, Morwell 5-3, 33.
Well, let's see if we can get Morwell going here, boys. Sulu's back in the middle. They've got some strong, probably their best midfield at the minute in there. Blazers in there for Maui. Jay Murphy and Stanlake. Ball goes up. Good tap out from Del Prairie. Got over the top of Morrow. Free kick to Moore. Rosado kicks it long. Wobbly kick. Who's it? Josh Scott at the feet. Handball's out to Will Kennedy. 45 out. Has a shot at goal. Across the face. And through for a behind.
All of a sudden this game's changed a bit, hasn't it? And it needed to. I mean, it needs to change a hell of a lot more. But anyway, they're into attack. They've set up a nice strong zone here. So they'll go short. Will Moe and Cox Edge will find a teammate in the pocket over there, the left pocket through Renitz. Renitz again towards the outer side, and it's a one-on-one contest. Ball punched to the front of the pack. Almost reading it beautifully was Wilson. A free kick has been paid, and it will go the way of Max Linton for the Tigers, who just thinks about the different options he's got. Now he just kicks in hope to within 40 of the goals, but having the sit is Charlie Renitz, who takes a good strong mark and plays on quickly.
He switches the play out to Jay Murphy. Stanlake's down the line. He hits him up. Leading up to the footies, Poogle. Good hands. He's fixed up his drop mark earlier. That's what you want to see. It's hot and sweaty. Probably slipped out of his hands. Kicks down the line. Pepper Pig from all. Great mark. Looks inboard. Hits up. Oh, we've got 50 metres here, boys. It's either downfield or 50. Bahar just given 50, so here's another chance for Ball going forward.
Well, Pepper Pig doesn't really want to run the 50, does he? He thinks, well, can't we just give it to Rosado?
What's going on here is a beautiful kick of the footy against the Jones, the old Pepper Pig. He's got the ball half forward, playing from all, very crowded back half. Leading up to the footies, Will Kennedy didn't hit the target. Anderson reads it well. Kennedy again, he's under pressure. Gets his kick away. And under the footy down there's Grady Cox Edge for Moe. Marks at 30 out, plays on quickly. Kick over there into the out of the wing. Handball link up play from Moe. Not sure who's got the footy there for Moe, but it's play on and it's been taken out of bounds. It was actually Ryan Farmer out in the outer wing there for Moe.
Okay, so the ball to be thrown back in around about the intersection of forward 50 and boundary line. Morwell into attack. At the moment, Moe's got this game under control, 65 points up. They're looking at their biggest ever total score against Morwell. We may see that. They're certainly on track. A free kick's been paid, I think, or will it be a ball up? It'll be a ball up right on the arc of 50, just towards the right half-forward flank for Morwell. The big guy in Morrow will head front pack. Can he find a teammate? He can. Steps at a crucial moment. Now Morwell, well, again, squeezes one out. A kick for goal against a run of play. It looked accurate off the boot, and it is accurate off the boot. Will Kennedy gets the goal. The Tigers, can you believe it? 2 in a row.
There they have. That's 2 in a row. Kennedy just missed one a little bit earlier. That's how they got that forward 50 momentum going, and you had his second chance and he slotted it through.
And on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard, that brings Moe's lead back under the 50-point mark. They're 49 points in front. We played 26 minutes into the second quarter. Moe are 14-5, 89, Morwell 6-4, 40.
Ball goes back up into the middle. Morrow with the tap down to Sim. Beautiful tap and take away from Sim. Kicks it forward. Here he is. Farrell again. Drops the mark. Ground level. Anthony Kugel got some time out in the forward pocket. Snaps it around the body and Jacobson takes the mark. Right on the defensive line. On the goal line. Coming out of the back line. Looks down the line. He's gone slow. He can kick it down. Oh, it's going to be a turnover. No, it's not. Great spoil from McDonald. Sim at ground level. Handball's over to Mitch Stanlake. Links up. Sim again. Quick kick forward. And he's marked it. Easy mark again for Moe. Geez, their forward 50s entries, when they go in board like that, there's just no pressure on the forward line here for Morwell. They're allowing Mo to take nice, easy marks. And this is Harrison Pepper again, boys. You've got one or two. I've got one mark. You've got two. I thought there might have been two. Lining up for his third. He's only 10 metres out. Directly in front. Shouldn't be a problem, and he's put it through. The Moe boys just keep picking away. They're just too strong in that forward 50. As soon as they get it in, they seem to score. That's another example of that there. That was brilliant play.
Yeah, Moe just finding the space too easily at the moment. I think Morwell, they're running out of legs in quarter. But maybe it's the proper pigs come off for a break.
Well, he's been pretty solid today. He's probably been one of only half a dozen ball that can hold their head up high as that score skips away again.
It's a 55-point lead for Moe in the shadows of half-time. 27 minutes played in the second quarter. 15-5-95 Moe to 6-4-40 Morwell.
All right, let's see if Morwell can't break through again with Luke Del Park. Can he get the tap? He can't. Morwell teammate is robbed to the ball, courtesy of James Blazer, who stole it. And it's inside forward 50 again. Morwell players just lose communication and lose their footing, and all of a sudden a dropping the ball decision against Clay Jayeth, which is a little bit harsh, will mean a free kick will go the way of Sims. And Harry Sim, who was the player that found Farmer a few moments ago, in fact Pepper a few moments ago, will now have the chance to kick his second in this quarter, the second for the day, and the 16th. Can you believe it? After an 8-goal third quarter, they might back that up with another 8-goal performance in this second quarter. Harry Sim, just outside 50, he'll get from just inside 50, off the boot, it looks neat. Yes, sirree! He's got his second, and Moe Bryce are playing some decent footy.
Yeah, they've definitely took up a gear in this second quarter, and I think half-time sort of can't quick enough for the Tigers.
And the Green and Gippsland scoreboard says Moe over the 100 mark before half-time. They are 16-5, 101, leading Morwell 6-4-40.
And they're just doing it with ease. Once again, another forward 50 entry, another goal. As soon as they get it in there, they seem to be scoring. And it's, I'm not sure they're playing 6-on-6 at the minute more, but they can't win it out of the middle. They need to do something. Put someone behind the ball. Try and do something so that Moe don't score when they go into their forward 50. Delprad jumps over Morrow. Have they got another chance here to score, Moe? They go forward again through Biffin. Forward kick. Kugel's underneath it. Drops what he should have taken. Cross face again. Leads the ball out of play. Forward 50 again here for Moe. Forward pocket. Be interesting to see how they go here. It's a 29, it's a 30-minute mark. There's been a lot of goals scored. I think the last quarter went for well over 30.
31, and this one's had about the same number of goals, 11.
Yeah, that would have been a big moment for Monticello's, who are offering stone green ginger wine for $9.99 with only seconds to play, you'd imagine.
As the ball comes out to Sim again. Over to Kugel. Oh, he's been dispossessed. Play on to Cole. Suda over the footy. Another head-high tackle from Suda. Let's see if they can generate something off half-back. There's a lot of players around the footy. Leading up at the footy's Albanese. Takes it on his chest. Handball back to Suda. Gets it around the back. Kicks again. McDonald cops one high. Well, they've paid it a mark. Would have been a free kick or a mark there for McDonald. Hasn't had a lot of the ball today. McDonald been very hard for the forward line from all. Kicks it long down the line. Siddle leads up. Uncontested chest mark. This is where they need to go quick. There's plenty of room up the ground. Suda gets it around the back again. Kicks long. Not overly effective as the siren goes. Another massive quarter there for Moe. There's the score, Paul.
It is 16-5, 101. Yes, listeners, that is the half-time score. 101 to Morwell 6-4-40. And for the second quarter, that was Green and Gippsland scoreboard.
Clear space in our warehouse. Lounge, dining, entertainment units, home office, all reduced to clear. Ensembles, mattresses, bedroom furniture, Manchester, all prices slashed to clear. Discontinued line, selected floor stock, massively reduced to clear. Bring your truck, bring your trailer. Offers must end Tuesday. Limited stock, come in early or you will miss out. Harvey Norman massive warehouse clearance sale. We need to clear space in our warehouse. Prices have been slashed. Hurry, Harvey Norman massive warehouse clearance sale finishes Tuesday.
Suzuki drives value, and you won't find better value than the latest offers from Gippsland Suzuki. Get unbeatable value on the Swift GL from $15,990 drive away, or into an Ignis Goodness GL with free auto from $16,990 drive away. Or get into a Suzuki Vitara RTS with free auto from just $23,990 drive away. Hurry, see the team at Gippsland Suzuki today. 5535 Princess Highway, Traralgon and 497 Princess Drive, Morwell. LNCT 11552 T's and C's apply.
We've got a good feeling about this one. Introducing the delicious new custard pie for just $1.50 on our loose change menu. A little goes a long way at Macca's. Available until midnight for a limited time. Excludes with delivery. For Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland stores, it's Gippsland Live on TRFM.
Welcome back to Ted Summerton Reserve. The game's just got underway. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. Asuda's got the ball on half-back Law. Looks inside to Anderson. He's got Albanese all alone in the centre part of the ground. Goes forward with a long-ranging kick. McDonald bleeds up at the footy. Held off the ball. Play on to call. Sim gets it off half-back. Kicks it long and Cantrell going back with the flight. Beautiful mark. Blazes away. Kicks in the forward 50. McDonald again. Up and about. Hustles the ball along. I thought there was a whistle. Play on to call. It might have been the netball, Paul. I think you're right. Here's Sim off half-back. Gets it to Van Dyke. Borks goes long. Looking for Kugel. Under the footy there is Kugel. Can't mark. Farmer at ground level. Handball. Molly players everywhere. We need more to get back behind the footy quicker. Ground level. Tatterson's got the ball. Nice clean hands. Handballs to Weatherall. Over the top to Albanese. Slaps it back to Tatterson. Shrugs one tackle. Kicks down the line. McDonald leading up at the footy. Keeps it in front. Moe everywhere here, boys. Absolutely everywhere. Tom Long's got the footy. Might have been struck at ground level there. I reckon he might have a leg injury. Bryce, keep an eye on that one, mate. Josh Scott, half forward flank for Moore. Kicks it long. Looking for that distance. Doesn't make the contest. And Blazer at ground level takes a nice strong mark.
He's been pretty good plays. He's set there to contender for one of our better players on the ground. The best on ground called Gippsland Isuzu. Test drive the new MY 18 G-Max and MUX at Gippsland Isuzu. You'll find them at 18 Sexy away. Morwell, he's been a good player today for Moe. The moment though Morwell have the ball, play on's the call. They go inboard to Rosado. He's been pretty good, and Tatterson's been busy in the opening minutes of this quarter, but his kick was smothered, and now Moe, after defending well, are into attack and threatening. Galea got out a quick handball. On the end of it now is Pepper. He's kicked free, and guess what? Make it 4 as he shuts the door on a good piece of play by Moe 3 minutes in to this third quarter, Bryce.
Yeah, that was a great bit of play from Moe, but just an update on Tom Long, I think with a knee injury. He's hopping around, he sort of sat down, but he's up now moving. I dare say everyone's come back in a couple of minutes.
Yep. McDonald's Gippsland scored. Harrison Pepper now 4 goals to be the leading goal kicker in the game. Murray's lead 67 points at the 3-minute mark. 17-5-107. Moore 6-4-40.
Around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. Biggest range, the best prices guaranteed. In mid-Gippsland, in R56, Yarragon 2-1. More East 8-2. Thorpedale 5-6. Moving North 5-5. Hill End 2-2. Newborough 11 goals 10. Below 1 goal. Yallourn North trailing Trafalgar 8-3 to 5-2.
As the ball's been bounced back up, looks like Rosado's got a free kick. Right in the centre part of the ground. Might have been a throw from Greg. Been very good around the footy here, Greg. As has Rosado. He looks forward. They've got to get some structure up in that forward 50. Kicking long. Oh, McDonald's been tripped. Accidental, and a nice mark there from Charlie Rennett's off half-back. Looks up the ground, looks sideways. He's got Biffin sideways if he wants him. Handballs to Biffin. We love it. We know the way he likes to run it out of their half-back. Kicks the Blazer. Uncontested mark. Over the top to Maceese. Still on half-back. Kick back inboard. Great ball there from Rosado. Play on to call. Maceese off the ground. Sim picks it up. Another great tackle there from Rosado. Jeez, he's come alive in this quarter. Suda taps it on. Sim. Ground level ball. Plenty of numbers around the ball. It's been a free kick. It's going Moe's way. It looks like Farmer's going to get Harry Sim. It is.
Well, it looks as though Moore are just hitting the contest a little bit harder, though, that's for sure. So Sim got the free kick on this occasion, though, and chooses to go from centre half back towards the outer side of the ground. Good body use means that they're on the run and running nicely through Greg. Greg kicks within 40, out the back of the pack. This is going to be the easiest goal of the afternoon as Farmer kicks his second, and Moe extend their lead, Bryce.
Yeah, Ryan Farmer had plenty of space over the tap on, but the Tigers just weren't getting back. They've been dribbling back. They're not getting back in numbers, which is obviously allowing Moe the time and space around the 50.
And I said it was his second. I reckon it was his first from memory there, Paul.
And you're correct, that is his first. Probably should have 3 on the board.
Yeah.
18-5, 113 is Moe score, and the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. We're 5 minutes into the third quarter. Leading by 73 points over Morwell with 6-4-40.
So we're 6 minutes in, Paul. I reckon that's 2 inside 50s for Moe and two goals. They're just on top. As soon as they go in, there's just no defence from Morwell. Ball goes up again. Good tap from Delpar. He's been impressive, the young kid. Gets it to Cantrell. Good user of the ball. Goes forward. Rennett's and McDonald. Rennett's gets hands to it. Well rolled from Biffin. Looks like he's gone back Biffin this quarter. Gets it out. Blaze has got a heap of room out on his wing. Carries the footy to Sim. Jeez, he's looked lively as well. Just players from Moe just streaming forward. Here's another one in Hayden Prestige. Looking forward. Dylan Farrell at the back. Oh, Hutchison cops one high from Farrell. That's the first time they've gone forward and haven't kicked a goal this quarter, Moe. Good stuff there from Hutchison, who switches the play dangerously.
He does, but they keep possession. Nice mark too it is. And towards the outer side of the ground, Tedderson, who's been one of the busier players for Morwell, finds Will Kennedy on the lead. Kennedy's kick towards Delpar finds that player. Well, they muck it up, really, and they shouldn't have. And Blazer, it gets on the end of it. You don't want to give Blazer an opportunity. He just got 2 handballs. And now through Jacob Wood, Moe will go to attack. The lead's on. The kick's good. The mark's beautiful. And Dylan Farrell, who's kicked 3 in the first half, will have an attempt for his 4th, albeit from 50 metres out on a 45-degree angle, Bryce. It was a nice little piece of play.
Yeah, it was a nice play. But I've been really impressed with Hayden Prestige, number 18. Moe come down this inside wing here where we are. And on the club room side at the 10-7 reserve, as we see the kick.
The kick from Farrell didn't look great off the boot. It just about got the distance. No, within millimetres, it's touched on the line and goes through for a behind. 7.5 minutes gone of the third quarter.
And it takes Moe to 18-6-1-14, Morwell 6-4-40.
74-point lead to Moe. So come back in board Morwell. That's what you want to see from them. Take some risks. They've got nothing to lose. As Coy JF comes through the middle part of the ground. Jacob Wood, you're not going to get around him too easy. He's got the footing. He's taken a few on. Stanley gets the ball. Switches it outside to Josh Wilson. On to Sim. I've called his name a few times this quarter. 50-metre line. Goes long. Farrell's the target. Beautiful mark back there from Pepper Pig. Grinstead Jones. He's had a bit of a footy this quarter. 30 out, kicks it on its way. Good kick out there to Will Kennedy. Half-back flank for Moore. Plays on quickly, looking for McDonald. Great spoil there from Mitch Stanlake. Ball at ground level. Anderson gets the ball, kicks it, handballs onto McDonald, who kicks it to the dead pocket. Ball runs out of play, and it's in front of Tyler Hillier.
So there'll be a boundary throw in, just 25 metres out from Morwell's goals. Hillier did a good job to get rid of the bigger-bodied Rennett's on that occasion, but he was beaten to the ball by the boundary. Rennett's has been good in this third quarter. Good, strong, good reader of the play.
Yep.
The ball thrown back into play, and Morrow gets the tap down. The tackle has been laid by Stanlake, and there'll be a bounce down now rather than a boundary throw in. 20 metres out from Morwell's goals. They're trailing by a massive 74 points. And Moe eased the pressure. A quick kick towards the arc of defensive 50. A strong mark taken by Van Dyke. And Van Dyke now will go inboard. The kick wasn't perfect, but Reese had enough time to regain his composure, find a teammate, and they come grandstand side. The Pepper Pig, as Nath likes to call him, his first player there, and that pressure applied wins him a free kick because the ball came off the leg of Ainsworth and out of play on the full, and Grinstead Jones will take the free kick right in front of our TRFM commentary position, right half-back flank, grandstand side.
Looking inboard, Grinstead Jones, no one there, just pops it on top of Delpar's head. And it's been rushed over for a boundary throw-in. Right, a dead set centre wing here, boys. Boundary throw-in. Looks like Morrow's up against Delpar. Mitch Stanlake's got a lot of space at the front here. He's going to get the ball. There he is. He's been held without it. Play on's a call. Look at the spread from these Moe boys around the contest. There's just players everywhere out on their own. Blazer again. Stanlake knocked on from Morwell. run out of bounds there from Tom Long, and there's a bit of a wrestle, but it's all good. Right half forward from Morwell. Boundary throw in. Delpro, he's done a good job, the young kid. He looks like he's weighed about 13 kilo. He's up against Morrow, big strong boy. Round the contest again, and there's another ball up. This is what Morwell need to do. Instead of letting Moe get them nice easy breaks like they have in the first two quarters, they've got to get some repeat ball ups, make it hard for them. Delpro again, up against Morrow. Free kick, not sure which way. Delpro's got the ball, needs to get it in there quick. Moe flooding back quick, very fast. Gets it on his boot, looking for McDonald, sits under it. Big packet arrives, Suter at ground level. Here's Patterson, dangerous around goals. Great tackle from Charlie Renitz. Play-ons are called, they're out now, Moe. 4 players around the ball, they could run this the whole length. Down the wing they go. I think it's Ryan Farmer with the ball, kicks long. Marking the ball there is Kugel, kicks it on the boot, down towards Farrell, couldn't mark. Got it there, Darnell Grech, over the top, runs into an open goal. Farmer smashes it into the net, too easy once again, end-to-end play from Moe, fantastic.
Yeah, that was just too easy from the Lions there, but we're just going to revert back to the other side of the field where we were with the Tigers. Luke Delpras put it in the hot zone, but there's been no leads, and as it has happened, it's come out really easy, and as you said, they worked down the far flank there, and 3 passes and into the goal scorer and finished it off.
Spot on, mate. And the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter has Moe at 19-6-120 to Morwell 6-440.
So the Tigers looking down the barrel of their biggest loss of the year, and Moe aiming to get their biggest score ever against the Tigers in their time in the league. Ball thrown back up, and again it's Blazer, busts the pack, finds a teammate. Van Dyke, short kick, can he find a teammate? He can't, but they got the numbers. This is a training run. Biffin shoots for goal, and on this occasion across the face of goal and through for a behind that edges them over to 1-2-1.
It's 19-7 for the 121, and Morwell 6-440. They haven't scored this quarter, the Tigers.
Had plenty of entries, just can't get any fluency going into their forward 50. As Pepper Pig gets it out of the full back line to Will Kennedy. Finally, McDonald gets a bit of space and he's marked at half-back flank. We don't need him there though. Morwell don't need him there. As he kicks down the line, there's just no movement up there. There's no key forwards. As Hillier leads up, great spoil from behind from Moe as the ball goes out of play. They need that kick back in ball though, Morwell. They've got no key forwards. They can't be bombing down the line. Just lack the height they do. As we see James Jacobson back on. Ball up, centre wing. Morrow versus Delpra. Morrow just fends off with ease down to Stanlake. Runs away, kicks it. No left foot there, Poppy.
No.
Out of bounds on the full.
No, remember you needed a left foot. Apparently these days you don't. I reckon Stanlake wished he did because he could have kept that in play. He didn't. So a free kick will go the Tigers' way, and it will go the way of Jacobson, who we were worried about his shoulder, is back in the play. The kick's not fantastic, but Delpar contested it well. Roved beautifully though it was by Tom Long. Inboard they go. Morrow supports Long, and then Long finds a teammate. Kenny behind play. Morrow hits the deck, but with the ball, Coxedge finds a teammate beautifully. Peter Ainsworth on the lead. Will kick for goal from 50 metres out. He's got a short option. This is all too easy. You've got to be kidding me, Morwell. Come on, boys. Keep your mind in the game. Because now, courtesy of that short kick, Jay Murphy will kick from 35 metres out on the slightest of angles, and he's got every chance of kicking the team's 20th goal at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter. Here he goes, Jay Murphy, off the boot across the face of goals. The goal kicking's been pretty good today, but they've missed a lot of opportunities they might have otherwise converted as they shift along to 19 goals, 8, Paul.
With 19-8, 122, leading by 83 points on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Morwell 6-440.
Grinstead Jones, back pocket for Morwell. I think the reason they kick so well, Poppy, is just because they have their shots from inside 20 metres. They're just doing it with ease. They can kick over the top. They can do whatever they want to do because there's just no pressure on their forwards from Morwell's back half. Once again, turnover for Morwell. Ball in. 20 round from Moe's goal. Sim rose the footy. Peter Ainsworth's under the pack. Here's Jacobson. Handballs to Koi Jayeth. Handballs to Siddle. Handballs over to Tatterson. Finally gets some fast play movement. Absolute butcher of a kick there from Tatterson, and Reynolds takes a really strong mark on inside their forward back 50 here for Moe. Looks up the field. Penetrating kick. Looking for Sim again. He's up. Couldn't take the mark. Down at ground level is Reece Lewis, and he's wrapped up, and it's going to be a ball up. Centre wing. Just too easy again coming out of the back half. Just that forward movement and the kick going into their forward line more at the minute, just not happening for them whatsoever. Ball up again. Biffin under the pack. Wrapped up by Tatterson. Have another ball up. Umpiring's been pretty good today, Poppy. Can't complain about the umpiring.
No, I think more. I would hope that it's been bad so they had an excuse. There's no excuses though, as Kai Jayaf kicks to within 20 metres with a nice looking leg. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Can McDonald find the goal? He cannot. Through for a behind. They're only scored this quarter, Paul?
It is taking to 6-5-41 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, trailing Moe with 19-8-122. We've played 16 minutes in the third quarter.
And in the AFL final quarter, Richmond at the moment 14 goals, 690. Collingwood 11-2, 68.
Very good for Collingwood fans there as Morwell go back in. And it's a very good mark. A couple of kids combining there to Shea Baziz. That's a nice mark. The kicking is from about 48 metres. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make the distance from there. He's been bringing around. He's only a little kid. As Anthony Rosado gets around the back, this will be a good effort if he can kick it from here. He'll be kicking from around 47, 48 metres. He comes in, throwing the ball up in the air. He's moving around. This is going to be a great goal if he can kick it. It's on its way. I'll tell you what, has he got the distance? He has.
Good boy.
Really good goal there from Shea Baziz. He's shown the older guys what to do, but that's an absolute cracker. He's only a little fella. He's kicked it from 45 to probably 48 metres out and put it straight through the middle. Great goal.
And that takes Morwell to 7-5-47. They are trailing by 75 points. Moe are 19-8-122 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
I'm not sure if we can hear down there, Brycey.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Yep.
No, that's what they need. They need a bit of confidence, especially from the youngsters. They can, I think, across the board, if you can see that the young players that are stepping up are actually going forward and whatnot and putting goals on the scoreboard. I think it lifts the whole team. So hopefully our Tigers can take a bit of a breath from that one.
Yeah, let's hope so. Rosado continues to fight hard in the square, but in doing so gave away a free kick, and it will go Moe's way. The player with the ball will be Jacob Wood. From right in the centre of Moe oval, he looks forward. He's got options left, right and centre. He goes centre. But the man again with the got a hand on it was Winstead Jones.
Great tackle.
The tackle is perfect though, and he threw him around like it was in Swan Lake. I kid you not. All they needed was a 2-2, and we would have all applauded what was a perfect pirouette. The umpire, I think, felt sorry for the player and called a bounce down. The ball's thrown down on the ground, and a kick off the ground gets Morwell out of pressure, albeit momentarily. Sims draws the player, gives off to Wood. He sent them forward a moment ago. He's going to send them forward again as he dances around Siddle. But that kick was poor again, and Del Pra takes a mark, defensive 50.
Del Pra brings it back in board to Jacobson, running the ball through the middle. This is how Morwell look good today in patches. McDonald gets the ball. He's put to Patterson straight under pressure. Handball to someone running into Reynolds. And he's been paid throwing the ball there, Tatterson. I can understand they're trying to get the ball moving quick more, but that probably wasn't there from McDonald. A couple of experienced players should know better. Patterson's been good though today. I reckon he's got a fair bit of the footy. Reynolds right in the middle of the ground. Another scrubby looking kick forward. Numbers are there for Morwell. Weatherall's got it. Pepper Pig, he's had a fair bit of the footy this quarter. It's been down there a lot. Jacobson round the corner to Cantrell. He's off. He's got plenty of space. Another butchered kick. I don't know what's going on with this footy today, boys. Moe have the numbers at half-back. Tom Long gets it to Macease. No pressure at all. He's going to get a 1-2 here from Wood. Wood's going to kick it on his past two efforts. I'm not sure if he should have
handballed, I reckon. Oh, no, that's nice.
Drop punt. That's better. Kicks Long. Looking for Kugel. Big pack. Farmer just steals it out of the handball. Kicks it on his left. And it's gone out of play. Ball in 10 metres round from Moe's goal.
It would have been a nice goal, but again, just couldn't kick with that left foot, could Farmer. He kicked 2 goals in this quarter, could have been 3. It now be a boundary throwing. Just metres out from Moe's goals, and the heat is on. Around about a dozen and a half players around the ball. Morwell player, quick kick under pressure, only goes as far as half back before it's marked by Farrell. He feeds off. Nice tackle it was on Stanlake by Siddle. Rove beautifully by the big guy there in Kugel, and he's taken ball and all. It spills out again. Kugel gets a second crack at it. His first crack was better because this one found all Morwell. Rosado tapped it to the advantage of a teammate, and Morwell could get themselves out of trouble here. In fact, they have. Finding himself with a bit of room to move was Linton. Kicks to open space. Rennick was dispossessed of the ball. I thought it was fair. The umpire says no, and Rennick has been good in this quarter in particular. He plays on quickly.
As it's Jacob Wood switches the play. Looks out there to Grady Coxedge. Couple of bounces. Good pressure there from Anderson, but just outnumbered Anderson. He's got no hope out there. Kick back in board's dangerous. Dispossessed is Jameis Cease going forward. More up the numbers this time. Ground level. Shape Aziz, he's just not strong enough for Blazer. Blazer just pushes him out the way. As it comes to Biffin, I think it is. Going forward. Quick kick. Looking forward, and it's Albanese cleaning up the ball along half back. Kicks long. Geez, he's going to have to do a good effort here, Cantrell. 2-on-1, two quality players from Moe. So pick it up and hit up Darnell Grech. 45 out, fairly sharp angle. What's he going to do? He puts it on the boot. Goes Goldwood, who's sitting under this one, and it's been rushed through. Oh, what a goal! Was that kicked off the ground from Blazer? Unbelievable goal. That's a contender, boys, for the goal of the day. Brought to you by Carpet Country. When it comes to walls and floors and windows, they've got Gippsland covered. Absolute cracker off the ground there, Bryce from Blazer.
You wouldn't miss that goal out of the A-League.
Yeah.
I reckon that one. It was a great little left, but interesting choice from the near flank here. I thought he might have had a bit of a target there. Only 45 metres in the run. They've been kicking the lines. I thought that was maybe a shame, but hey, it worked out well.
It did work out well, didn't it, Paul?
It does. Takes Murray to an 81-point lead, 128 to 7-5-47 on McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. We are at 21 minutes into the third quarter.
So they've got 8 in the first, 8 in the second, 4 in the third, but we've still got probably half a dozen minutes or so to go as the ball's bounced down, and the first player there is Harry Sim. He's been good too, getting plenty of the ball as Moe hit the forward 50 again. They went searching for Coxedge, who's down in forward. Taken by Moe, a quick left foot snap on goal. Don't tell me they got another one. And I reckon it's that man again. I reckon Blazer's got two beauties in 2 minutes.
I reckon he has, Bryce.
That's what confidence does to you.
Yeah, it does. And I'll tell you, they've just got their weapons there. Small Moe with Biffin, Blazer, even the two young kids in Harrison Pepper, who's come in. He's only playing his first game of footy. Josh Galea's looked dangerous up there. They've got their older players with Peter Ainsworth. They're just looking good in that small forward line with Dylan Farrell making the contest.
87-point margin, 22-minute mark third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scored. Murray 21-8 to Morwell 7-5.
Dylan Farrell in the ruck against Delpra. Battled all day, Delpra, but that's a clean takeaway again. Through Stanley, kicks it long. Kugel, juggled mark, couldn't mark it. Players everywhere here for Moe. Jacob Wood gets the ball, tackled very well there from Morwell, kicked on the boot, and it's just fallen straight into the hands of Sam Kugel. He's 30 out, 45-degree angle, another set shot from another forward 50 entry from Moe. Just doing it way too easy. There's not a doubt about that. They're just, every time they seem to go forward, they're either having a set shot or snapping goals. This will be in about 3 minutes, Paul, wouldn't it?
21-minute mark, 22-minute mark, and we just came up to 24, so 3 and 4 if they get it.
3 and 4 minutes if Kugel can kick this. He's coming in now. Bit of a skip and a jump. Bit of a weird kicking style, but it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Cross the face, through for behind. Just all over him at the minute, Moe.
21-9, 135 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Morwell 7-5-47.
So Morwell will bring the ball back into play. They'll do that through Gwyn Jones. Now we've got a fairly heavy zone here. All 36 players up one end of the ground. And Grinstead Jones will look up and go, right, where can I find a gap here? And that's what he's doing. He'll give himself a headache if he thinks about it too much, though. He goes short towards the outer side. The big man there he found. I reckon it could be Tatterson.
It is.
Who's been pretty good for most of the day, but in particular this quarter. They've been outplayed, make no mistake about that, the Tigers, but Tatterson hasn't given it up. a 50-metre kick towards the other side of the grounds, goes searching for Del Par. They just can't get through that forward area at all. At the end of it is Biffin. He goes short. They've got plenty of options here. And a mark inside 450 will go to Moe. Can't pick the player out. Doesn't matter because Wood's going to get on the end of it, or does he? No. Spills to ground. Murray applying the pressure. How long can Morwell hang on? A quick kick out of the pack. Offline again, fortuitously, I must say, for Morwell, because at the 25-minute mark, Moe are all over Morwell at the minute.
Jacobson, back pocket. Sorry, Paul.
Okay.
Kicks long down the line. This hasn't been working for them. Tom Long. Geez, they're set up well behind the footy here, Moe. They just don't allow Morwell any fast play coming out of their back half. Kicks it, harries him all alone, 45 out. But 2 metres in from the boundary. Look at this, boys. Open forward line. He's 40 metres out. No pressure on him whatsoever. He looks up, and here's Sam Kugel. No pressure at all. 20 metres out. Bit of an angle. Player at this level should wheel around as he does. Snaps the goal, and it's a beauty, boys. Absolute cracker goal. Great finish. Wheels around. Snaps it around the body, and they've kicked another one, Moe.
Taking them to 22-10, 132, and Moore are 75-47 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
What's it like at ground level, boss? Is there any...
Well, I had a A-class view of that one.
Yep.
From where I was sitting, and he was going in as soon as he hit the boot. You could just tell.
You could tell he's the type to practice that, Kugel. He knew exactly what he was doing there.
Well, they're having a lot of forward pressure here, Mo, and it's coming due to a lack of communication from the Tigers. They're just...
Yeah, they're just a little bit lost down there at the minute. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Morris gets a tap down. Can he find a teammate? He can. They've done that for most of the day, and they've done it pretty well. On this occasion, Murphy, under pressure, dispossessed of the ball. And Rosado, who's been fighting all day long, gets a kick for the Tigers. Just forward of right half-back flank, goes short. Can he find a teammate? He can. Suter over the top. The 1-2 to Grinstead Jones, who's worked up from full-back to half-back. And now a quick kick by Lewis inside forward 50. Can they find a winner here? They haven't been able to. Oh, can you believe this? A quick handball out by McDonald. Found a teammate who was dispossessed, and we thought he had a bit more time. And what could have been a certain goal to Will Kennedy will now be a ball up to 5 metres out from the Tigers' goals.
5 metres out. There's a ball up here for Morrow. Beautiful tap to Tom Long in there out again, boys. That was too easy again. Morrow just set it down his throat. Stanley got what he should have taken. Switches the play. Dangerous kick. Who's out there in the zone? It's Farmer. That's Lockie Reeves actually. Handball from Linton. Here's Suter. He's a chance from 30 out. Handball's over the top. Safety good spoils. And the ball goes out of play by the look of it. Out of play. More ball pocket. 35 round. Just a handball from Suter. Probably could have kicked that. Player of his standard. He's an absolute superstar of this competition. Could have kicked the goal there. Patterson comes off for a breath. He's been really good this quarter. Cantrell comes on. Morrow, another beautiful tap. Just that strength of Morrow. Good at ground level as well. Gets it to Jai Cease. Who's that down there on their own? I think that's Pepper, is it? Oh no, it's Farmer. Gets it on. Oh, look at the numbers here. Peter Ainsworth out on the wing all on his own. Kicks it in board. Pepper takes the mark. Uncontested. 10 metres out directly in front. It's going to be another one here for Moe. Going for his 5th goal here, Harrison Pepper. He's been fantastic. First game, boys, as we believe, Paul.
I believe so.
As the siren goes, he's going to have a shot after the siren. How many players have you seen kick 5 in their first game of footy, boys? This is going to...
And he's not finished yet.
Bring the house down. He's got 4 at the minute.
And look at the Moe players just making their way down, because if he kicks this one, there'll be a fair amount of teammates around him.
He's got it.
And here it comes now.
Kick the goal. Absolutely brilliant quarter from Moe. Geez, they look dangerous going forward. They're just unstoppable. More have no answers for them when they get on their fast play going forward. And once again, forward 50 entry. Another goal there for Moe as we head to the break. 3-quarter time from the other games. Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland. Biggest range and best prices guaranteed.
Sale 16-9, Montague 2 goals 2, Drawn 9 goals 10, Traralgon 11 goals 12, Woggle 5 goals 6, Leengappa 9 goals 10, and Mafra easily over Bensdale 19 goals 14 to 8 goals 1.
So get back in the middle. Good tap out there from Morrow. Ground level. Anderson over the footy. He's been wrapped up. And there'll be another ball up. Do you get any mid-Gippsland or...
Gippsland at the moment, 8 goals 10, Yarrigan 3 goals 4, More East 11-5, Thorpedale 7 goals 8, Melbourne North 10 goals 8, Glen 2-5, Newborough 11 goals 10, Ballala 1 goal, and Trafalgar 8 goals 3, Yallourn North 5 goals 2.
Cantrell off the half-back flank, turnover. Sims got the ball half forward for Moe, kicks it long. Here he is, big Bill Farrell, big strong mark. Another absolute ripper from Farrell, just too big, too strong. 35 out, slide angle, should put this one through for his fourth. Comes back off the mark. Paul's got some really good stats for us after this, boys. He's been all over it.
Frothy at the mouth.
He's sitting there, he's waiting for me to... Oh, he's shanked it.
Right.
He's put it right.
We'll save it.
We'll save that one, Paul. We'll wait for that. It's an absolute zinger. Make sure we get it in the right moment as Peppa Pig gets over the fence.
Oh, gee, that's not
I don't want to see any pigs getting out today, Poppy.
No, the big fella, he just leant over the fence, and all I could see was what appeared to be a double white sheet, but it wasn't. It was just his shorts.
Pass on too, boys. That nickname.
The boys towards the half-forward flank, Morwell trying to get out of attack, but Moe through numbers. They're going to surge forward again. They've got just winners all over the ground at the moment. I reckon that could be Farmer on the end of it. He's been busy today. He goes short. The kick wasn't great, and the big fella himself, Grinstead Jones, possibly through frustration, has hit that ball and contest well, and it spills over the boundary line right on the intersection of forward 50 from Moe, and Nathan's going to get another goal on the board for Moe right now.
We'll see what we can do here, Poppy. Ball comes in. It's Morrow versus Belpra. Short again. There's been a couple over that side. Come in a little bit. We'll have another crack at it. Currently 6 players inside Moe's forward 50. Nice and spread out. They're going to give Big Dill Farrell a bit of room, I reckon. Off the stoppage, Coy JF, great take. Suda links up. Here's Zach Anderson. We've seen him a little bit today. Up the ground, looking for Cantrell. Can't mark. Over the back, Jacob Wood gets a favoured bounce. Handball's over the top. Kick, another handball. Look at the run. They're just running all over him. Jacob Wood, open goal, slots it. Too easy once again from Moe. Paul, as I cross to you, let us know that magical stat, mate.
That is now Moe's biggest ever score against Morwell. The previous was 151, and their margin is now out to 108 points, which is better than their best ever, which was 106.
Unbelievable stat. What's it like at ground level, Bryce?
There was no rule there from the Tigers. It was
No, she was pretty quiet down there. Just as soon as they get running, there's just no defensive run from all at the minute. They're just running rings around them in every time they go forward, and they seem to score when they go forward, Puppy.
Yeah, this is ugly, but it could get a lot uglier because Moe appear to be running in numbers continuously, and the Tigers have given it up. They've thrown in the towel. They're doing everything except walking off the ground at the minute. Ball thrown up. Morrow gets the tap. Here we go again. Wood gets the first possession. A handball to his left side, and then all of a sudden Moe are into attack again. Can they convert two in the space of a minute? They can't. Nicely done. The Tigers under pressure will go for the boundary line, and Kristen Ledgers keeps it in. They keep it along the line, and on the end of it is going to be Hillier. Hillier goes short. Tatterson gives ground. They keep possession, and the big man Del Pra boots the ball, gains 50, but finds an opponent in Moe out of the side of the ground, centre wing.
They switch it back in board, looking for Hayden Prestige. It's over his head, settles there. Not much resistance here from Moore as they go forward again. Prestige, good from Settle, much better. A lot of pressure on him there. Stanlake just spread. They're going to go forward. Here he is again. Under the footy, Farrell, big grab. Good from Hutchison. Got some early body, just put him off his game a little bit. That's what they need, all. They're going to kick it on their head. They've got to get some early body. Very good defensive work there from Hutchison.
And it's not all bad news for Tiger fans, but you have to go to the AFL for the good news. Richmond got that done under the 16, 8, 104, 12, 5, or 77.
Wayne pushing the button from Suda. He hit the ground. Blazer snaps around the corner. Who's sitting under this one? It's dropped the ground level. Goal square. 50 Lewis. Under it, Jayas. Good grab. Really good at there from Dyke. He had sat under the foot. He had two big boys running towards him. Looking in forward. That's the kick. Oh, yep, he's done well to Tatterson. Inside Mo, he's back forward 50 still as he switches the play. Suda's working hard. He's going to get on the end of it. No, he's not. Kick back in board to Anderson. Trying to get some run going here, Moore, but that kick from Anderson's just turned straight over. Moe back with the footy. Here they go. Blazer, 45 out. Puts it on its way. Shepherded through. And around, bounces backwards to Farrell, who slots it. Unbelievable luck there from Farrell. That's his bit. I'm pretty sure I've got to find his name. Thought it is from Farrell. He missed the easy one before. But here's the luck there. Bounce back towards him. He slots it through.
Yeah, boys, I just had a couple of Maui fans come past and say,
We'll never know. We'll never know, but that's all right. We've probably got a few names wrong here, have we, Bryce? We
No. Complete opposite. They're saying that they're playing like a team at the moment that could win the flag.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
As we go back to the middle, Paul.
Campbell's Gippsland scoreboard 25-11-161 to Morwell 7-5-47, 6 minute mark.
Okay, that's Morrow who finds the ball again. See how easy this has become as he finds Wood with the greatest of ease. A kick to within 35 metres, and Moe are at the fall of the ball as well. Sims has got time on that left foot, but the left foot was bad and off the side of the boot. Will it find the boundary line? Well, it found the hands of one of the better players from Morwell today in Grimstead Jones, but he was beaten to it by the boundary as well. Boundary throwing 15 metres out from Moe's goals. They're kicking to the right of your radio, and they're leading at the moment by 114 points. Ball thrown back in. Nicely done. Dylan Coral gets the tap down, puts it to the danger spot. The hot spot. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Fighting hard. There's a big man in Kugel, and he's taken to ground, ball and all. The umpire will throw this one up 30 metres out directly in front of Moe's goals.
Ball goes up. Dylan Farrell versus Del Prague. Farrell knocks it at the feet. Straight away tackle there from Moe. Ball, quick couple of handballs. Here's Patterson on the move. Anderson over the top. Plucked it with Peter Ainsworth. Quick handball out in front. Can't dispossess. Gets his own footy again, Ainsworth. Jacobson with the ball. Another quick handball. She's a bit sloppy in there at the minute. Gets it back, Jacobson. Handball again. This one, kick away from Morwell. Running over the ball there was Hillier. They've got the ball. Here's Linton going forward more. Another quick handball. Very good from Hillier. Here's his chance. 45 out. Kicks a torpedo through the goals. You wouldn't read about it, boys. They've kicked the torp from 40 and it's gone through. That's some good play. They have their patches more when they can get that run going, but it's normally the fourth or fifth kick that they just turn the footy over. They're really good in close. As soon as it gets out on the outside, they're one or two kick team maximum, Bryce.
Yeah, it's just been too brief for them today, unfortunately. They have shown some great glimpses, as we have seen across the season, but the way that their season has panned out to, it's just been few and far between.
Tyler Hillier's goal takes them all to 8-5-53 on the Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard. They're trailing by 108 points. Moe are 25-11-161. We've played now 8 minutes in the final quarter.
So Morrow has been winning the tap and finding his teammate in Wood. On this occasion, he doesn't win the tap, but Wood got first hands of the ball. Bumped off it nicely, picked it up again, was the big fella in Morrow. Can he find a teammate? He can. Moe into attack around about left half forward flank, but Morwell have got the numbers, and it was nicely done by Cantrell. Over the top, on the end of it, it's going to be Giath. He's taken ball and all, and dropping the ball is the call. He's had a go, the young bloke, but on that occasion he got caught with the ball, and because he didn't give the ball back, the umpire pays 50. Bit rough and a bit tough for a side that's trailing by 20 goals, but nevertheless, it will be Blazer who will attempt to kick his third goal of the afternoon. He got two in the third quarter. Both of them are cracking goals and big contenders for the Cup Country goal of the day. And this one's going to be pretty straightforward. The skipper will get this one, you'd think. 45 metres out, 45-degree angle, off the boot, hits the right upright and rocks that back and forth. And I'll tell you what, Moe have been rocking back and forth this afternoon for most of the day.
We'll let a lead in there, Poppy, as Grimstead Jones brings it back into Anderson. 40-metre kick, swings around, hits up Cantrell. Still on the half-back flank for Morwell. Kicks it inboard to Tatterson. Tom Long drives at the footy, picks it up, fends off and runs away. This is where they've been fantastic, Moe, when they go that forward thrust. Holding the man call on Blazer from Max Linton. Just went that little bit too hard, a bit overzealous. And Blazer's going to have a kick. He's 60 metres out from their goal. A lot of numbers back behind the footy. He might have to basketball the footy around here. Is he going to find a target? Big Farrell's down there. He's going to pop it on his head. No, he goes short. Looking for and finding Josh Galea. Turns, put under pressure. Gets it again, holding the ball. Moe's free kick. Looks like Van Dyke out there in the 45 around from Moe's goal. Kicks it back inboard to Stanley. Good spoil there from Coy Jayeth. Handball from Moore. They're under pressure. It's 20 metres out from Moe's goal. Oh, Hutchison, I don't know what happened there, but he fell to ground, gave the ball up to Galea, slots it 20 metres out. Absolute annihilation. Brycey?
Yeah, that's just how easy Moe had it today. They're getting those scraps and they've got one out, and the sweeper is basically picking up every time, and there you go, that's the effectiveness of having that sweeper.
So a couple of young faces and they're having a big impact, Paul.
They certainly are. Josh Galea now takes, what did he at his fourth goal for the day, taking Murray to 26-12, 168 against Morwell, who are 8-5-53 on the Turnbulls Gippsland scoreboard.
So that margin 115 points now. Their previous biggest margin was 101.
106.
106. So they've blown that out of the water. How far can we go? With probably about 18 minutes to go. Rosado, quick kick forward for Morwell. For one of the rare times in this quarter, Morwell go forward, but for Moe, they've been standing tall pretty much under all this pressure, and as you heard Bryce say, even the supporters are starting to like what they see. A side that's playing good football at the right end of the season. Ball thrown up, not a great throw. The umpire lets it go though. Taking the ball out of the contest was Morrow, and they go forward through Biffin. Biffin's kick towards the outer side isn't fantastic, but Galea was first player there, taken off the ball a bit too easy, and then got around also by Morwell. Del Pla gives ground, keeps possession. Rosado, in fact it wasn't Rosado, it was Cantrell, who's left a handball, found a teammate. Now Rosado, they're pinging this ball around, but they just cannot find room. And coming through was Blazer, who said, I'll show you how to do it, boys. Opens up a passage for his teammate who can't take it, and eventually the umpire will need to take control because the pressure for both sides is too much to find some room to move.
Oh, they don't need any percentage, Mo. They're looking all right, aren't they, boys? We'd be very happy with the way things are going at the minute. James Blazer is his side's absolutely annihilating all at the minute. We've got a ball, a throw in. Dead set centre wing here. And we've got a throw up. Dylan Farrell versus Max Winton. There's plenty of numbers around the footy. Watch your Moe boys through the contest here. Always on the move. Tap out. Falls to Rosado. Quick kick off the deck. Ends up with Hillier. Tries to fend off with Biffin. Back to Rosado. That's some good play. Gets it on the boot. Scrubby kicking forward. McDonald gathers. Kicks it in board. We've got Shapersees here. 20 metres out. Handballs over the top to Cantrell. Just spoils by Lockie, by Sim, not Lockie. That's Harry. That's his dad. As he kicks it out towards the opposite side. The ball's going to trickle out of play, and it does. They had a massive opportunity there, Morwell. Had all the play, had all the numbers in their forward fifth, just could not convert. The ball comes back into play via a throw-in. Linton versus Farrell, short throw-in. Once again, slaps it forward. Farrell to Stanlake, linking up through the wing here, through Hayden Prestige, kicks down the line, turnover, Hutchison gets it on the boot, going back with the flight, JF, that's a great effort again from JF, run back with the flight, very courageous out on the wing here, even though they're getting absolutely flogged here by 115 points, new record at the moment for Moe. We've got Winton up against Farrell once again, Winton wins this one, tap down, players converge on the ball, tackle from Scott. The ball wide on the edge of the boundary here, Winton. Moe just aren't giving up. They're just tackling hard and held without the ball there from Scotty's Jay Maceese.
So Maceese from the right half back flank will go short. If he got an option, he has. The kick needed to be better than what it was because the Stanlake had to wait and he couldn't wait any longer. The ball spoiled, but numbers again. They're running beautifully. On the end of a good passage of play was Prestige. And he kicks to within forward 50. Nice grab with the ball by Farmer. Couldn't reel it in. On the end of a handball is Grimsden Jones. He gives off to a player under pressure. And luckily the umpire says he had no prior opportunity. And I speak of Anthony Rosado, who's battled hard for most of the day. Grandstand side, right half forward flank, Moe into attack. 26 goals, 12. And Morwell 8 goals, 5. Ball playing down. On the end of it again is Ainsworth. This is all too easy for Moe. As Hutchinson gets that pick behind off the ground nice and high and bumps the ball over the boundary line for a boundary throw in 20 metres out from Moe's goal.
A big pace, gets it over the line there. The ball comes back into play. Morrow taps it down, too easy to Wood. Snaps on his left foot and it goes out of bounds. Play on's a call, bounces back inside. It was about to go out of bounds in the corner, it's bounced back in. Moe under hardly any pressure. Wood again. Snaps around the body. Easy as you like. It's a touched off the hand. Touched off the foot there. Jacob Wood, he snapped around the corner for a point.
Ball taken them to 26-13. 169 on the Turnbull Gippsland scoreboard. Morwell 8-5-53.
Winstead Jones straight down the barrel. Nice kick too. Found a teammate in Zach Anderson. The leg was good. The play by Anderson was also good. He tried to change direction. The kick found his teammate, and I reckon that could be the big fella in Jack Callaway. It bounced off his chest once, but he wheeled it in. Kicks to centre half forward. First player there is going to be Callaway. Dances around. Sorry, mate. And then he kicks inside forward 50. Forward 50, but they can't find a teammate right there.
So I set you up there, mate. It was Cantrell off half back. It was Callaway to Callaway.
Oh, was it?
Usain Bolt's record just went.
Forward 50 for Morwell, 30 out. Moe got the footy as they come out of their back half. Nice hit up. Geez, their skill level's been good after half time. Moe, they've been linking up. Not a lot of pressure though. Kick on the outer side. Darnell Grech, strong hands. Looked like he played on. Goes back off his mark. Right half back. Looks inboard. Look at the numbers inside here.
So easy. Much room.
Peter Ainsworth through the middle part of the ground. Handballs over the top to Wood. They've got numbers everywhere. Kicks inboard. Not the best kick as Hutchison. 40 out from Moe's goal. Cleans up along half back. Switches the ball out. Shea Baziz has been good. He's only young. He's a little tacker. Had a bit of a crack here for Morwell. Reece Lewis makes a lead. Kicks it back inboard to Jacobson. Kicks inboard. Terrible kick from Jacobson. Turned over to Wood. Kicks inside. Not the best kick, guys. Not bad. Back ground level. Here's Moe. They've got the footy. This is where they've been dangerous all day. Moe. But the Morwell boys have held the ball up. Boundary a throw up. 45 out from Moe's goal.
So no, a big chance here to make it number 27. Can you believe that? Number 27, if they can find the big sticks here. At the moment they're threatening, but they can't. Will it be beaten by the boundary? I reckon it might be. Yeah, boundary throwing is the call by the umpire. So they'll get a chance. We've played, as we say, 17 and a half minutes of this first quarter. In fact, the final quarter, I should say. And they are looking at the goods, this Moe side. I tell you what, if it was the first quarter, it would have been a bloody beauty, wouldn't it? Blazer, a kick around the body, out off the side of the boot and out on the full. So a free kick will go Morwell's way.
Back pocket to Morwell. Big fella Delpar makes a big strong lead. They've kicked it back inboard. Here's Cantrell. Good hands from Sim. Harry Sim. Bit of a limp there. I'm not sure what happened. Gets it onto Prestige. Goes inboard. 20 metres out. There's a big pack there. Moe looked good here all day. Who we got? Oh, that's snap around the body. What a brilliant goal from Ben Morrow. Snapped around the body, half falling over, bending backwards, puts it over his head. Great goal. That could be a contender there, Poppy.
Yeah, for the carpet country goal of the day when it comes to walls, floors and windows, they've got Gippsland covered, and Morrow had that one covered beautifully, Bryce.
Yeah, they're not taking their foot off the pedal either. They've just gone hammer and tong at this goal. That record that Paul was speaking of, it's going to be a big one.
On the Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard, we see Moe leading by 122 points, 18-minute mark last quarter, 27-13, 175 to Morwell, 8-5-53.
Well, I hope there's no prospective coaches here, Poppy. No, they won't really like what they've seen from Morwell, but they might like what they've seen from Moe as Wood punches the ball back 30 metres. They go inside forward 50. Under pressure, a handball goes forward. Cutting it off was Grinstead Jones. He couldn't keep possession, but he didn't make a way for his teammate through Weatherall. In fact, now on the ball is Galloway. Goes inboard to Callaway and now Kennedy. They're playing with it at Tad, and Taddison around the body, a cute little kick's going to put pressure on his teammate. Nicely done. Good play. Good sense of what was around him by Corey Jayath, but cutting it off was Wood. Wood did well. And now they're into attack. Nicely done too. It was Grech who found a teammate on the run, and I speak of the big man, Sam Kugel, who's kicked a couple and will attempt to kick his third of the afternoon. And Moe's 28. Bryce, they are unstoppable.
Yes.
Yep, even Bryce is dumbfounded with the way they're going at the minute.
Now, we said before the game, boys, that Morwell had a couple of seniors playing in the reserve. They obviously got numbers coming back in. It's a display from the boys out there playing today that they've really hit this spot, because obviously they've got numbers coming back in.
And Kogel gets his third, and that is Moe's 28th goal of the afternoon at the 20-minute mark. We could be looking at 30 plus. Paul Carter.
And that's, 28-13, 181. It's a 128-point lead to Morwell, who will kick 8-5-53.
Well, there's not a hell of a lot more we can say, boys. It's been all one-way traffic. What about the clearances, Paul, in this last quarter? Still on top.
10-3, Moe.
10-3, and you can see the way they do it. They're forward of the contest. It's not like they're going sideways or anything like that. They're just forward momentum. And she's pretty ugly. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's 10-3 and it's 20-5 at the moment. That's the time that is. The ball bounced down, nicely done, taken out of the contest. The big fella comes through. He's been good today too. Reese gets the ball out and off they go again. This is, as we said earlier, a bit of a training run. They're having all their own way, Moe. The mistakes they make are their own. They're not through pressure of Morwell. He's been good today, Grinstead Jones. I'd like to get his stats at the end of the day. He's been one of only a few players that's had a bit of the ball, but then again, he's been in the right area, hasn't he? Now, Ainsworth the ball, handball over the top. Another quick kick for goal. I reckon that could be Farmer again, who's offline on this occasion. He did have, before that attempt at goal, a couple, but on that occasion, just offline for another behind for the Lions.
28-14, 182 to 8-5-53. We've played almost 22 minutes.
Hutchison brings it into Patterson. Fast play again. He's that Pepper Pig. He has had a lot of the ball today. But the kick-in board's cut off from Farrell. He's been massive today. Pardon the punt. He's a massive man. He's about 6'8", but he's clunked him every time it's gone near him. Ball in the half-forward flank from Moe. Biffin's got it. Shrugs a tackle. Nice kick-in board. Oh, it's a turnover. Anderson marks. Plays on straight away. Kick down the line. There's a lead coming up. Oh, once again, Farrell. Jeez, he's been solid today. Big, strong presence out on the ground. Kicks it back in board. Spoiled. Morwell with the ball at the minute through Tatterson. All he can do is kick long. They've got the whole forward 50 empty here. Will Kennedy is on his own. He's running into an open goal. It is 45 out. Puts the ball on its way, and Morwell have a goal. That's their ninth for the day. He's been alright, Will Kennedy. He's had a few shots at goal. I think that might be his second, but Moe, I think that might have been just all your players up in Moe's half, and then they've just got it out the back. But Will Kennedy's played pretty good today. Bossy?
Yeah, no, Moe didn't really have any players back, to be fair. I'm down at half at the moment, and they were outnumbered by Morwell, and that's the result of it.
Pressing hard, pressing forward pretty hard there, Paul.
They take Morwell to 9-5-59 on the Turnbulls Gippsland scoreboard. Moe 28-14, 182.
Well, if you would have said prior to the game that Morwell kicked 10-ish goals, you'd think they'd be sort of in the game already in touch. Yeah. You wouldn't think that Moe were going to be threatening 30. And that's what they're doing right now. 2 more goals to get 30 goals. A pretty rare feat in footy these days. They're around about half-forward flank. A quick off the ground. Barrels through a couple. Falls in the hands of Moe player after Moe player. Inside 50, the ball's called. Play on. At the end of it was Kugel, but that mark wasn't paid, and now they bust through the pack again, and Blazer will have time to set something up. He looks up forward. He's got a couple of options. Farmer chucked an arm up more in hope than anything else, and coming through nicely was Hutchinson, who feeds it off, goes around the corner to Jacobson, and now with a player down behind play and a medical staff with him, Morwell will start to run through numbers. Grandstand side, run in front of our TRFM commentary position. Go from centre wing to left half forward flank, and not being able to keep that ball in play was the last goal kicker in Will Kennedy. So there'll be a boundary throw in left half forward flank. Morwell kicking to the scoreboard end.
Delpra versus Morrow. Morwell probably have a few extra players around the contest here. Going through is Rosado. Great crumb there from Rosado. Puts it on the boot, and he's kicked a point.
I'm not sure who's down, boys, for Morwell. He's got up there. He's not looking in the best shape.
I know, correct, mate. By the look of that, yeah.
He's not looking too good.
Not looking too good as Moe. Yeah, I didn't see it. I seen he was down there for a long time as Moe. On centre wing, we've got Josh Galea down the line. Good looking kick. Leading up at the footies, Farmer. Great tackle there from Pepper Pig. Jeez, he's been massive today from all. I'd hate to see the scoreline without him in Morwell's back half today. Gets the ball, kicks down the line again. Not much, obviously no movement up there from all. They've got another free kick. Will Kennedy again. He's another one I reckon who could probably hold his head up high. And as I say, he kicks it into the man on the mark. Moe forward thrust again. Hutchison sits underneath it. Great mark. Rises above two. I reckon 6 months ago he would have got another metre above that, but beautiful mark. Which is out to Albanese. Right half back for Moore. Kicks down the line. They've done this a lot today. Suter along the boundary line. Patterson links up. They've got some run here. Patterson inboard. Then turnover. Straight down Biffin's throat. Moe could be away here. They've got numbers. Oh, Biffin turns the footy over to Baziz. Gets away with it. Ainsworth, half-back flank, Greg. He's the one we thought was coming off before. He's got a lot of space out on the wing. Kicks long. Looking for Blazer. Leads up. Takes a strong mark. It's not Blazer, it's Kugel. He's been good. Kick 3 already, Kugel. 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. We're right behind this one, Poppy. We should see this one go through.
Well, there's no excuses for him. The big man's been pretty good today, as he said. He's won two. He's hit the goals on 2 occasions, Paul.
No, he's 80th inside 50.
Oh my God. Well, Kugel kick off the boot. Looks pretty nice. There it goes. Goes beautifully straight through the centre of the goal for Moe's 29th goal. Can you believe that? In one afternoon at the 26-minute mark. Great play by the home side.
29-14, 188 is the Moe score to Morwell 9660, all on the Turnbulls at Gippsland scoreboard.
You're there, boss. I can see you talking, but the microphones are still not working down there, but that's fine. It's been fantastic, Kugel. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 players over 4 goals for Moe. They've obviously put them on the board. 29 goals as Morrow gets it down again. Suter at the footy, taps it on, looking for Coy Jayas. Stanley gets it. Out to Sim, runs in, 40 out, has a shot at goal, and it bounces on the goal line, but it bounces through. There's your 30th goal, boys, for Moe. Unbelievable effort. That's too easy once again. Harry Sim, no pressure on, 45 out, slots the goal.
Well, there's no nice way of putting this, but the scoreboard's looking pretty ugly at the moment for the Tigers, but impressive stuff.
It sure was, mate. Very impressive stuff, Paul.
And that's Harry Sim's 3rd goal, and on the Turnbulls Gippsland score, Moe 30, 14, 194 to 9660.
And just like the AFL, Harry Sims kicked the goal and then brought him off. I couldn't hear the word if I was playing right now, Poppy. I'm not sure about you.
No.
Big Dylan Farrell's on though. Looks like he's going deep instead of in the ruck as Morrow up against Delpar. He's basically rucked the whole game himself, Delpar, for a third kid. He's done really well. Stanlake out of the contest, 60 out, puts it on the boot, and it's gone over the boundary line and through for, and therefore a throw in 15 metres round from Moe's goal. Once again, lots of clearances, Paul. Centre clearances today have been outrageous.
Centre clearances this quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Moe, 1 to Morwell this quarter.
Yep.
And they've gone inside 50 26 times this quarter.
Oh, well, it's just been an absolute onslaught here. As Albanese out of the back half from Morwell, gets it to Tatterson, who's all alone, kicks to Scott. Hillier gets in front, Scott gets the ball, got a bit of time, handballs onto Hillier, turns, on the wing from Morwell, gets it to Linton, slips over, handballs up, Moe players just getting back behind the footy, so flicks out to Moe, goes forward again, that's Jacob Wood with the ball, centre wing, goes forward, and Albanese running back with the flight. Great mark.
Yeah, it is too. So Albanese now from deep in defence goes along the outer side line. Can he find a teammate? It was looking for Rosado. Couldn't find that player. Tatterson got a quick handball away. Cut off by Moe, and just when you thought they were going to give it up, it ends up in the hands of the capper in Blazer, who finds a teammate in the lead. No, couldn't quite get a handle on it. Could the big fellow in Sam Kugel, who's kicked a near handful today. So there'll be a boundary throw in. Inside forward 50 for Moe. It's 194 to 60 right on the 30-minute mark, so not a lot of time left. They managed to kick 8 goals in the first quarter, 8 goals in the second quarter. I reckon they ended up with about 7 goals in the third quarter, did Moe from memory. And you know what, this quarter's going to be a beauty as well.
Lucky I can't add up, Poppy. As Morwell get the ball. Moe have the footy once again. On the wing. Kick, long, high ball. Big Dylan Farrell's under it again, or gets hands to it, drops a mark. Jacob Wood at ground level, can't pick it up. Moe again, here's Wood again. Big left foot kick, this one's going to go out of bounds on the full. No, touched over the line. Kugel again sitting under the ball. Jeez, he's been good today, Kugel. Competitive in the air, pretty good at ground level. Got a really good player on him in Taylor Weatherall. Probably on top of Weatherall today, even though the forward 50 entries have just been fantastic for Moe. Ball back inboard. Farrell gets a hand on it, drops the ground level, tackled, ball up once again. 20 metres out from Moe's goal. Players all around the stoppage here. Farrell gets a big punch on the ball this time, gets it away from that congested area. There's been a free kick, and there's the siren, boys. Massive display here from Moe. We questioned it before the game about, they've got to make sure they get these jobs done, and they've done it in fine fashion. 134-point winners today. Moe 30 goals, 14, 190.